We're gonna start a little early.
We are now.
All right.
What?
I'm gonna.
On live.
I'll press it. You guys ready? Here we go.
Ready. Set.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go. Oh yeah, the Lego heads.
Oh yeah.
I remember this.
And the friends
Oh,
were
Meredith is on.
Wait.
And we are live. Hi everyone, I am Nick.
And I am Maria.
And we have
Tara.
No More Bricks.
Look at that. Look at that move. And today's awesome special guest is
Meredith.
Pinkwheels.
Pinkwheels.
After
I think it's 17 months.
17 months. We're on track here.
Welcome to Full of Bricks, Season 6, Episode 11.
Already.
Today is March 21st,
Yes.
2025,
Already.
the day after my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Yes, 1 year
Happy
older.
birthday.
But enough about me.
Mm.
Today, our special guest is Pinkwheels, aka Meredith.
And like all of our previous guests has come along, like I said, we're on schedule because I feel like we've been seeing everybody about 15 to 18
Yeah.
months from our first
Yes.
chat, right? So it's welcome back kind of
Our last
episode
time we
today.
saw Meredith was October 13th, 2023.
There you go.
So, how are you doing
Oh.
this Friday night, Meredith?
I'm doing all right. I had my breast reconstruction
Oh,
3.5
Oh,
weeks
yeah.
ago.
okay.
So I went back to work this week, but my incision, they developed this new way of doing breast reconstruction. And sorry if this is TMI.
Yes. Yes. Let's
Instead
get
of-
right into it.
Instead of using implants,
Yeah.
they can transplant body fat
Yes.
from other places
Yes.
to build up your breasts or any kind of area you need.
Right.
And so that's what I had. And they take they take belly fat and blood vessels from your belly, and that's what my my new breasts are made out of instead of
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
implants. I had temporary implants that were really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I was so excited to get these out. Unfortunately, there's a long wait to get. I mean, yeah, there's a long recovery and there's a long wait in general, just because plastic surgery is this kind of weird thing, especially in the US with insurance companies, where a lot of plastic surgeons get most of their work from people are getting cosmetic surgery
Right,
that are
right.
paying.
And not
versus-
reconstruction.
Reconstruction is actually now,
Gotcha.
thank you to the I think it was the Bill Clinton era. Now breast reconstruction is federally mandated since 1998 for all insurance companies. But the problem is there's just not enough plastic surgeons, not enough plastic surgeons that are specialized in this type of reconstruction. So I had to wait a long time. But now I'm happy I don't have any more implants. But on the flip side, I have a large incision in my stomach where they they had to take some of the skin and belly fat, but it literally they do a tummy tuck closure.
Yeah.
So
So I
now,
feel like you got two
Oh
part deal there.
now my belly is like flat, like when I was a teenager before
What is
before
that
all
like?
that. So that's another plus side, but
Yes.
it's really hard to sit up at like a 90-degree
Mhm.
angle.
Yeah.
I did that all week, and then today I'm just like, my incision and my muscles are really sore. So like I had to work from the couch like this.
Yeah.
It's like a
Aw.
110-degree angle is like the optimal level.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to take your time with the recovery because, again, like you've never gone through this before. Right. And sure, it is your body to your body, but still, like the lack of other better word trauma, both areas had gone through. Like it does require a level of recovery.
What did they say the recovery time was?
4 to 6 weeks, and Monday will be my 4th week. I was bored out of my car.
No, for sure. This is it.
It's only 2 miles away, so I was just like,
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I went into work, and somehow, even though I work in like a regular like little office, we had a termite infestation
Oh,
in my physical office in my office.
Is it cold there, or I guess they just burrow in the wintertime?
Termite?
Apparently these were ones that burrowed, and they burrowed in between the carpet and the concrete.
Oh my
Wait, what?
god.
And they were eating like the underlayment because the underlayment had cellulose, so that's what they were eating.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like welcome. Everyone's like, welcome back. You have a termite infestation in your office.
Oh my
What?
gosh. Yeah, termites are pretty nasty. Like my parents' first home together, a
Mhm.
house in the Philippines. They
Mhm.
were newlyweds and it was a new home, but then they had traveled maybe elsewhere for some time. And when they got back, there was a termite infestation that even ate my mom's wedding gown.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
eat. They'll
Like-
eat fibers. They'll eat
Yeah.
cellulose. They'll. It's
Wow.
not
Do they bite?
I don't know
people?
if they bite. I've never really seen one up close, but I feel
Yeah, I
like
haven't
they're
seen one
pretty-
up close either.
they do
They-
like wood, right? Furniture, everything. Like,
Yeah, they look like ants. They look like flying ants.
they look
Just
like
kind of small
Oh.
and fragile.
yes. So you had to call an exterminator to deal with it. That worked.
Uh,
The things you don't need to deal with, right? Like, can you just recover, please?
we vacuumed them up. It's not a very
Okay.
big office. We vacuumed them up, and I sprayed like ammonia because I knew that
Yeah.
would really attack their skin.
Oh.
And we're waiting for the landlords. Our landlords are not Johnny on the spot, so eventually they'll probably find someone. But there haven't been any more since Monday, so knock on
Oh, good.
MDF.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just so interesting. Like when it's cold, right? You go, where do bugs go? They go somewhere. Like they don't just disappear and only
In your
to
house?
reappear. They're somewhere,
Yeah.
right? It's just like,
They all come out
Ground,
during the summer.
house,
where
Right.
yeah, exactly. Like all other sorts of, furry other small things. That just
Is that a new
Like
Hashima jersey or shirt?
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
It's a different one, different color.
How do I say this?
Plum.
Yes, see.
Oh, it's for Atlanta.
Ooh, that's cool.
Nice.
Firebirds.
Hold on, I'll get the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Oh,
Nice to meet
Pinkwheels.
Yeah.
We want
So
to do AtlantaCon.
yes, so when we came back from Brickworld in 2023, after it was our first Brickworld, my husband's I first Brickworld, and we were like, oh, let's do the we did the new Hashima thing. My husband helped build some of my builds, but he primarily he built all the triangle table in the center.
Crazy.
Stefan built, but he built all the other tables because the stacks were so heavy that
Mhm.
you had to have custom tables. So that he redesigned the cube for everyone. So he had different contributions, but he really didn't get to like build.
Mhm.
So he's like, I want to do it again, and I'm like, okay. So a lot there. We had Connor. Connor, who's from my lug, he built a good amount of it. And we're like, hey, let's build another cyberpunk city and let's have mechs. So,
Nice.
because there was a no mech rule for New Ashima, and that was because if they wanted people to focus on building buildings and building
Yeah.
kind of like not a crazy battle. They wanted
Yeah.
a city first. I mean, there was a little bit of a battle, but they didn't want it to be because they were worried because then everyone would just build like exploding mechs and more mechs. So, this was kind of our own thing. So we're like, let's have a mech bunker. So, so Connor, Brian, and I, and Connor's wife Karen, we decided to give it a go for Atlanta BrickCon, and we had our own. I call it a homage to New Ashima because it's not really New
Right.
Ashima. We follow a lot of the same build guides. We use a cube, and it's but we try to do a little bit different take. And the idea is, we have a lot of our lug is kind of big. I think we're over 80 people now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Huge lug.
and the issue is that not to poo-poo anyone's lug collaborative town setup, but I've built a few things for it, and it's just not something I'm interested in. So the issue is when you have a big collab, you need someone to bring the infrastructure. In our lug, somebody has a trailer, and the lug owns a trailer and all of, like the base plates and the tables they use and all that stuff, and a bunch of railroad tracks and and they keep some of the mocks in there so that they're always there. Like one of my mocks is in there too. But if you want to do a collab, it doesn't matter what kind of collab you're doing. You have to have someone that's going to do the infrastructure. So
Yeah, true.
so that's what my husband and myself and Karen and Connor signed up for. So we built our own complete, we call it like an inner city. And we had a small industrial area. And then Connor had this awesome mech bunker that was like desert on top. And then there was like a cylindrical mech bunker. It was pretty hot. And then Brian, my husband's electrical engineer, so he wired up all of the roads to have programmable LEDs, and a lot of the other areas have. And so it was just,
oh dang,
Wow.
it was just nuts. And then Stefan, who lives about, he lives in next door in Alabama. He always comes to Atlanta BrickCon as well. In fact, that's where I met him. I met him at Alabama Brick Fair, which is over near his house, but we kind of live, very close. So he brought his over. So it was a huge layout. It was just, so it was we had an inner city that was a mix of his and other people's, and then his own sector, and then all the Neo Atlanta stuff. So it was,
that's fun.
So the new Hashima that was at Atlanta BrickCon is basically Peach Lug. Peach Lug's
it's not really, we had a lot of Peach Lug members, but anyone, we had people mail us stuff. Some of the new Hashima people from overseas mailed us stuff. Moto sent us some mechs to put in, which I have to mail his mechs back. So I mean, anyone, it was open to anyone. Again, we had a lot of Peach Lug people, but
you guys organized it.
But Brian, Connor, and I organized it, and we built all of the infrastructure, because when you look at all of the sidewalks and all of the tiling and landscaping, all that was brought in so that people could bring cubes, people could bring cars, people could bring mechs, and set them up in there. So, having that, again, we're going to be hosting it for the foreseeable future at Atlanta BrickCon. But yes, that's it right there.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I like the.
Doesn't it look bigger? It looks bigger.
It's the same size as the inner city ad of New Hashima down in Brick World 20, because it's a mirror image of it. It's a little bit different, but yeah. There's the bunker.
Yeah, that looks so cool. I love all the use of lights to like just the Roy Jabiv colors. You know what I mean? Like this color spectrum.
When I saw this clip, I'm like, wait, is this bigger than Chicago's?
Yeah, it does look bigger.
It was just longer lengthwise.
Yeah, I think it's long. But no, I like the battle scene, the mech bunker. I was like,
yes,
dang.
Yeah, it was fun.
That part looks so huge. Like this, like there's like two parts to it. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, the lighting's no joke though.
Yes.
That took him weeks, and then so the little monorail that's going around right there, it gets stuck.
Yeah.
It actually has the Atlanta, it's called MARTA. That's our mass transit. And there was a MARTA station too against the wall. And it's colored to match MARTA because it's Neo Atlanta. We didn't do enough kudzu. We ran out of time. But next year we're going to have just like kudzu everywhere.
Are you going to Chicago? And is this coming to Chicago?
No. We were going to do it. But it's kind of two things at play. I didn't realize, how do I say this? Like with my mastectomy, I was like up and back at it at 3 weeks. This is taking me longer. And anytime you build something or do a collab, you learn a lot of lessons. And Brian and I learned a lot of lessons. And frankly, the things we want to improve upon, we don't have time. And then kind of a second thing, we kind of want to keep Brick World and New Hashima. I mean, again, it's not New Hashima, it's Neo Atlanta, but people would look at it. So, it's New Hashima. We kind of want to keep that separate so that if the main people that organize the New Hashima want to do it again, we do it with them. But this is just kind of like something fun. It's a homage, to New Hashima. But it's a little different. We have our mechs, our mech battle going on. We're going to have kudzu, more kudzu next year, more industrial areas. So
it'll be bigger next year.
and it'll be bigger next year. So again, we just, Stefan and Simon just, they made magic with Nuashima, and we just want to keep building it.
Yeah.
Did they give you? Was there any feedback from Stefan or Simon?
Simon.
They were both there. Simon came down, and Stefan was there.
Hey.
And of course, to be completely honest, I don't want to do anything without their blessing. So obviously, we had their blessing, or they were on our Discord commenting and helping us, organize and all that stuff. And we put on it's on this sleeve. So on this sleeve we have the original.
Yeah, the new Hashima.
Yeah.
And then do you know what and then we have a pink Lego frog, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like the two grandfathers of Nuashima, or the two fathers, Stefan and Simon. So we put those on there. But this is, this is Stefan's baby. So, we always try to make sure that we're cognizant and respectful, but of, what they want to do with the future.
Did he create like the whole SketchUp for the entirety? Like how, like the collaboration is just mind blowing, right? But like, how do you actually put together everything? Like there must be some sort of a blueprint design.
Yeah. So my husband actually, he laid out how he was going to do stuff in, this is a funny story. So he laid it out how he was going to do it in Google SketchUp. He always does that because he does woodwork stuff, and he always lays out stuff like that in Google SketchUp. Okay. And unfortunately, so one of the guys, Nate, and I cannot remember his last name. If you go look at the 2024 Nuashima at ABC, he was actually one of the original Brolug guys. Which side? There we go, Brolug. And he had been building. Yeah, he had been building since 2013 from the old, what they called Cyber City, which was the original Nuashima. Yeah. So he brought his sector last year, and he was going to bring it again this year with a new rail yard, and he just unfortunately couldn't make it. Life happens. And he told Brian didn't go back to Google SketchUp to redo the layout because I think his license expired and he didn't feel like paying. It's expensive for the professional license. And he's like, I haven't used it much, so I didn't feel like it. And he got there and he's like, yeah, we have to rearrange the tables because I forgot the voice wasn't coming. So, but yeah, that's how he lays it out in Google SketchUp, and he tells me pretty much we were gonna have a big interchange because I don't know if you've ever been to Atlanta, because that was another kind of like classic Atlanta thing is we have terrible traffic and giant interchanges. In fact, the interchange near our house is called Spaghetti Junction, and I think it's the number 2 backed up interchange in the US after the 409 in LA, or it's called the 409 or 406 or something. So my husband made a spaghetti, like a version of it, and he was working on wiring it up so it was all lit up too, but he ran out of time. So he laid all that out, and then he told me how much space I have for cube towers. And then I did the cube tower layout where, I'd work with all the builders who want to do cubes and say, well, how many sides do you want? And I lay that out. And then Connor laid his own out. So that's kind of how it works. But everyone's on a custom table, so you know what the size is going to be. Because again, when you put that much Lego on it, on like a folding table, it bends. It's going to bend.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, those cube towers, I think that's what makes it identifiable as New Hashima or New Atlanta, just how it looks. Yeah, the cube towers.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to say hi to some people in the chat?
Sure. So sorry, I was jabbing.
Oh,
no, it's great.
Lego Team B, hello.
Hey.
And Johnny G. And of course, we have Mr. Brick Hive.
Hi.
And Aubrey.
Hello.
Hey.
Who says folding tables are so sketchy?
Yeah.
Oh, and Johnny Bricks.
We know you.
Hello.
My
wife. Should we go to
our first segment?
I know.
Oh, yes. We haven't
had a
this in a while.
To this.
I'm sorry. I
No, not at all.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about.
Welcome back. So aside from, I guess, the mastectomy, what else have you been up to since the last time we saw you 17 months ago?
And I mean, that's if we saw you live twice. Like that's
pretty
good specs right there.
So my husband and I are on we call it the Thank You to Coming to ABC tour. So that's why, and again, I wanted to see Aubrey, and my husband actually grew up in Utah. I can't remember the town. It's about 45 minutes outside of Salt Lake. So, that's, we saw you guys out at Brick Slope. That's why we wanted to go out there. And then I have to go do my passport because then this year we're going to do Bricks in the Six.
Ooh. Now we have to go to Bricks in the Six.
No.
Well, we have Jeff and Wyndon and Simon have come down so many times, so we wanna reciprocate.
Those Canadians.
Yeah, it was funny because Cody and those guys were at Bricks in the Six this year. We're like 5 minutes away from.
I know
that weekend. Again, we're so sorry. Like we told them, we're so sorry. It's just got away from us. The weekends are mad. I know. Meanwhile, here we like carve out time to go to Chicago. We carve out time to go to Salt Lake City. We're like, we're gonna find time to go to Atlanta one day. And Bricks on the.
I want to go to Atlanta.
But we'll try. When is it? October? September?
Zoom.
Bricks in the Six. I want to say it's November, but I don't know if we have a date yet.
November.
You guys lived there.
No.
It was colder, yeah. No, the weekends are so busy with the boys, right? It was like one activity after the other, and
so if you're going to like Bricks in the Six, is there gonna be like a new Hashima? No. A mini Neo Toronto.
Fly over.
Neo Toronto.
Yeah, we'd have to fly, and I learned my lesson at Brick Slopes that it's really, really hard to fly with a mock that's big.
Yeah,
true.
You had a few mocks at Brick Slopes, didn't you?
No, just one.
Oh, just that long one? I thought you had
ferry.
You had other.
Nope.
Oh, I thought there were other ones in there.
And even that would look weighty. Like,
Yeah. So, I'm going to bring mocks. They're just going to be smaller things that I can carry on carefully and hopefully not get crushed.
Yeah.
But so Aubrey flew out with her cubes from Utah. So she was very brave. But no, what we've done recently, I'm finally out of active treatment for breast cancer. So I'm just on drugs now for the next 10 years. And I had my reconstruction. So it's like I might have to go back and get a few things kind of like fixed, but it's all inpatient. So no more surgeries, that's exciting.
What is the follow-up for something like reconstruction with a plastic surgeon? Is it every like 6 weeks from then?
I've been seeing her. No, I've been seeing her PA. You see the PA once a week.
Okay.
And then if there's like some areas that are not looking good, the doctor will come see you. I had to have a revision on my mastectomy as well, because again, this is going to get queasy, but when you start bringing skin back together,
the adhesions and the healing.
Yeah, if the blood flow isn't good, the skin just
dies.
It dies, and it's really gross. So I had a little bit of that on my mastectomy that had to be. But it's like you go into surgery for like 45 minutes, and they kick you out an hour later. Yeah. They just go in, cauterize it, and just go back in and take care of it. So as long as that doesn't happen, I go in for 20 minutes, and the PA is, yay, thanks, Chris. The PA goes in there and makes sure all the incisions look good. But all my incisions right now look really good. So excited for when I just sit up too long.
Yeah.
But done with active treatment. So it was really exciting, and to kind of celebrate being done with active treatment.
Absolutely.
We adopted another dog. I have turned into the biggest sucker for dogs.
This is number?
This is just 2. I've been cut off. My husband says 2 is good.
We saw Waffles earlier.
Yes. Oh, yes, okay.
Waffles is who we adopt, and that took a lot of our time. So our first dog, Doug, we found him as a puppy abandoned by my neighbor's adult daughter, who was kind of a train wreck of a person, and they take the dog anyways, but she just let the dog wander, and she wasn't feeding it. had worms,
Hey.
was vaccinated. So we adopted him, and that was roughly a little bit over 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And he's a mama's boy. Him and I he's a part of our family now.
Yes,
And
of course.
in Atlanta, I don't know about how it is in Canada, and I think it's like a southern thing because I think we had all the hurricanes, and when people have the hurricanes, a lot of times they evacuate to Atlanta from Florida or South Carolina coast. And they're still overwhelmed with dogs. So if you are looking to adopt, please come to Atlanta. It's just when we went in to adopt Waffles, they weren't at my house. They were boarded for the weekend because I can't leave them alone that long. I feel bad. So they go to boarding and play together, and they go.
Aubrey says, I can't believe I went to Mayor's house and didn't get to meet Doug or Waffles. Guess I'll just have to come back.
So, long story short, I wanted to adopt a second dog because we were just getting all these notices that like they're gonna have to euthanize because like there was like 500 dogs in one shelter, and the shelter we adopted was 445 dogs.
Wow.
And we also had cats. And so we adopted Waffles, and they told us Waffles was a Belgian Malinois mix, that he wasn't a purebred. Well, DNA says otherwise.
Oh, what is Waffles?
What is he?
He's 95% Belgian Malinois and 5% Belgian Lacquina, which is another breed of Belgian shepherds. There's 4 different Belgian
Is that
shepherds.
why he's called Waffles? He's Belgian.
That's why my daughter named him Waffles. So,
cute.
Yeah.
He had a lot of trauma from being in the shelter. He was in the shelter for almost 3 months, and he had been dumped in somewhere.
How old was he when you adopted him?
A year and a half, and he was not neutered, and they did a crappy job neutering. The shelter didn't do the best job neutering him. He had an infection, and we had to take care of him, and he was cranky, and it was a lot of work.
Is he still down there, or he went up?
He went upstairs. They usually are asleep by now, but him and Doug, like Doug goes to daycare once a week because he loves being with other dogs. And they taught him how to play, and he's become a dog that really just doesn't get irritated or agitated that much at all. He is just goes with the flow. He doesn't want to be the alpha, but he'll definitely play rough. So he's the dog they always use when they have new dogs that come into their sessions. So he really helped Waffles like learn how to be with other dogs. And now they'll go outside. We fenced in our backyard for them, and now they'll go outside. They go outside for like every day when it's not raining for like 3 hours, over the whole day, and they play hard. Doug's lost weight because Waffles is making him play so hard. and there's smiles, they're smiling, and one dog takes a turn being the aggressor, and then they chase each other, and they're
playing cops and robbers.
That's good to get along.
They play what I call dog rugby. They'll get a toy. Doug will do it to Waffles because Waffles loves toys. Doug doesn't, but he'll grab one of the toys and make Waffles chase him, and they swap positions. Someone else gets a toy, and the other one chases them. So I've become a sucker for dogs. So that kind of has cut into a lot of the Lego time. But that's kind of, and then obviously the new Atlanta. So kind of what we've been doing the last year.
That's a lot though, right?
That's a lot.
So
how far do you live from Atlanta BrickCon? Like how far is the drive?
My house is actually about 15-20 minutes depending on the traffic. If it's later at night, it's like 12 minutes.
So you've been to all the Atlanta BrickCons, and I guess. Yeah.
And is the Atlanta BrickCon location like Chicago to Schaumburg? Like it's not really quite in the city, right? Like it would be
suburb.
Yeah. Same with Bricks.
But so not to toot my own horn, but Duluth is the coolest place in Atlanta.
Oh hey.
The what?
Duluth.
Duluth. Duluth is the city that I live in technically.
Oh, Duluth.
Yes.
I was like Duluth, like France.
Duluth.
Duluth. Okay.
Duluth.
I thought you said the Louvre.
Yeah, the
Like,
Louvre.
No,
Me
Duluth.
too.
Sorry.
I was like, France?
We have the highest or the largest population of Korean,
Oh,
a Korean community. We're the largest Korea town outside of LA.
Oh, interesting.
So it's LA and us. We're LA and us are, I guess we're just fighting for who has the best traffic jams.
yes,
who has
exactly.
best
The
Korea
spaghetti.
Duluth
Korean
is
barbecue.
the suburb
A
of
suburb,
Atlanta, and that's
yes.
where Atlanta BricCon is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a huge Korea town. And the
Oh,
food's just
yum.
and it's not just
Sick.
Korea. Like we have, it's just it's become this epicenter for all sorts of new people, or just we
And
have a
what month
huge
is Atlanta?
Vietnamese
February, right?
Vietnamese community, Chinese community. So there's just all this awesome food here.
That is great.
You got me on food.
2026.
2026. You know, we like to make plans like that in the future. Like,
Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we got
big
great
back-
Korean
back-
barbecue. Korean
I haven't had Korean barbecue in a while.
Yeah, you haven't. I know we have a Korean town in Toronto. So me and a couple of girlfriends, we will go down that strip and try different restaurants.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and
yeah,
actually-
we
Oh,
have
Harold
barbecue
likes Korean.
places.
Yeah.
We have the shave ice places. I
Yes.
mean, we got it all.
Korean fried chicken places.
Korean fried chicken places.
the hot dog. What are they called? The
Oh.
hot dog.
Oh.
So Chicago's known
Yeah.
for like the Chicago deep dish.
Yes.
They have the Detroit pizza in Salt Lake, like in Utah,
Yes.
and I guess Korean food when
In
you go
Atlanta.
to
Duluth.
Atlanta.
You go
Oh,
to
I love
Duluth, it's going to be
Yeah.
Korean food. So
Duluth.
Korean and Chinese and Vietnamese. We have tons of pho places because we have a very big Vietnamese
Also,
community as
that's
well.
interesting. I wonder if my friend knows
What
that.
about Filipino? Is there a Filipino community?
Jolly
there?
Bees.
Jollibees.
I
The
like
bee's knees.
I mean, there's a good amount of Filipino. There's not a lot of Filipino restaurants though.
No, they're very
No.
hard to come by even
Yeah.
here. They try, but I just feel like the other Asians or other Asian fusions are the ones that pop up more
Mm.
readily, right?
Jollibee just announced that they're going to open 500 restaurants in America.
In the US,
Wow.
In
wow,
the US, yeah.
that's
They're
huge.
trying to like get into like
That's a lot.
the business here.
I wish Jollibee, and so that's like a fast food,
Yeah.
quasi like McDonald's that's made from the Philippines. I mean, we didn't grow up there, but we know of it.
Yeah.
And they have like a mix of like burgers and fried chicken. So it's almost like
Yeah.
KFC and burger place. And then one burger has pineapple in it. It's interesting.
Ooh.
I know.
And
Oh,
they
it's
also have
spaghetti?
like you know how there's like an apple pie
Yeah.
in McDonald's? There's like a mango pie.
Peach mango pie.
Ooh.
Peach
Ooh.
mango
Mango
pie. I don't know why
pie.
peach because there's no peaches in the Philippines, but mango, yes. But I wish they had this dessert called halo halo in it. Like it's a very Filipino kind of dessert that would probably have at least given Jollibee more of like a we're from the Philippines,
Yeah.
right?
More Filipino.
Yeah,
flair.
but I
Yeah.
think again, I think their inspiration really was McDonald's, like early '80s kind of fast food restaurants and stuff. So, but yeah, maybe Atlanta 2026.
I was still looking at your Instagram, and there were some other builds there. Were these also from as part of Neo Atlanta?
Yeah. So I built.
I love the
Yeah.
kanji.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the Squishmallow.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So my daughter and I built a cube together. So the other side she helped me build. This side I built by myself, and it's just kawaii. It's just like,
yeah.
What does this
shop
say?
to get squishmallows or
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Unikitty.
very cute.
Does this say anything, or is
It
it?
It's just kawaii.
Kawaii.
Oh, it's just-
Like a shop that sells toys.
Oh, okay. And then we have.
Kawaii.
That's just
Oh,
it lit up. But then the other
lit
side, it should be the next post, I think, or the previous post. There you go. It's called Cloud
Oh,
City Boba Tea,
Cool.
Cloud City Boba Tea.
and
Nice.
and yes, you can go scroll in to see who's
I
serving
like
up
these
the
the
boba.
elements. Like you got the
Mm.
Monkey Kid,
Who is that?
and then
It's the older Boba Fett.
Oh, because it's Cloud
Boba.
City.
Yeah.
Boba. Oh, I love
This-
that.
Is this the
friend.
expensive Boba Fett?
No, it's the one that
Oh.
came on like the microfighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
With
it was
the
from
Boba Fett. It's
the
not an
original
expensive one.
Boba Fett.
for not expensive now?
No,
Okay,
expensive.
cool.
No.
Just kidding.
Oh,
Give it time.
lit up.
I know.
Nice.
So yeah, I built that. She helped me build that cube. She wanted a boba tea shop. So
That's very cool.
I want to build
What
then
about
a tea
this
shop.
one?
A
this
weekend-
one is just a random one I built, and
Oh, I like
there's a
it.
lot of pink and coral. I was doing pink and
Yeah.
coral.
I like
Wanna
this
buy some
brick on
Just
top of the
Sticks?
doorway. What is that?
It's
That's
the
like a
underside
Scala.
of.
It's Scala.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
oh, very nice use of elements.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Oh,
So
she has the stud shooters. Or not stud shooters, quick fire missiles, right?
They're just
Right.
like little what do you call it? Like little rocket boosters.
Oh,
Mm.
so you brought 2 cubes. This one and the
Yes.
other one. That's
And
part of
2 toppers, but one of the toppers collapsed.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
What are toppers?
So toppers are the buildings that go on top that you can be as tall as you want.
Okay.
That's a
Oh,
topper.
okay. No interior, just to make it
Yeah.
look huge.
Yeah, it's just like the
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
skyscraper on top.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Very cool.
So no, one of them collapsed, and then one of them was made out of Duplo wings.
What?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's over there. It fell apart when I brought it back.
Yeah.
You didn't bring some of the other builds that you had from the New Hashima to add on to the Neo.
So Neo
Atlanta.
Atlanta had to be the rule I had was it had to be all new builds, but in
Mm.
Stefan's inner city, I had a lot of my old builds there.
Mm.
I see. Nice. What was the public's
Old dependable
reaction?
builds that don't collapse.
What was the public's reaction to Neo Atlanta?
Oh, every year it's
Oh, they loved
nuts.
it.
I mean, every year that because we did it last year, and it was New Atlanta, New Ashima back then, and it was nuts. And then this year it was just nuts. It won Best in Show, so
Noise.
Nice.
yeah. In fact, I
Yeah.
have to now mail out 35 trophies.
What was the trophy? Was it just like you can like reconstruct it? Or did they give you 35? Did they give you 35 trophies?
No,
Or
but
you're just gonna make 35?
I
copies?
asked Nick, who's the owner of Atlanta BrickCon and BrickFan Expo. He has like a few other shows he does on the side. I know actually I have to go pay my invoice, but it's a guy in our lug prints, and he prints all the brick badges for the show,
Oh,
and he printed the awards. And I just said, can I have him print me the awards? And I just paid for the awards to get printed. And it wasn't a lot of money because it's just like 4 bricks. I mean, there's more bricks in the award that are not printed, and I'm like, y'all have to supply that. I'll give you the printed ones. You can go get your rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the award is like a printed brick.
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I have it upstairs. I'm sorry, I don't have it down here. It's like 4 6 by 2 by 6 bricks, and then there's printed round 2 by 2 tiles, and it makes like a brick. But the back of the rest of it is not printed. So I'm like, as I said, my collaborators can get their own red bricks
Yeah,
to fill it
basic
in.
brick.
So.
I was still thinking about Philly, like because when we went to we'd go to Philly Brick Fest when we would get our awards. It was like a brick built Rocky, like the Rocky was going like
Oh,
this.
that's cool.
So when you were saying you're mailing out 35, I was like, oh, like 35, like brick built.
No, it's just like 4 1 by 6s and 2 round tile 2 by 2 round tiles that go on the top to make it look like 2 studs.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your plans this year in terms of conventions? I guess.
So
Atlanta already happened.
yeah, so we're going to Brick World. And my daughter really.
I thought you weren't. You weren't
No,
going to.
we're going. We're just not bringing. We're not bringing.
Okay.
Okay, good. We got to see it.
So my daughter begged and begged and begged, and so we're letting her come this year, but we're only going to have her come for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
She's like 13, 14 now.
She's going to be 13 in November, so
okay.
I think she's old enough. She really wants to come. So last time she stayed with my dad, who was having Camp Grandpa with her, which
Oh.
we wanted to do that, he would send me to his parents for like 2-3 weeks in the
Yeah.
summer, and he really
Yeah.
wanted that experience. And then we had
Oh.
COVID,
Yeah.
and he's like, and I'm like, Dad, I can't send her up to you. You're in the the elevated risk people. So if she
Right.
brings it to you,
Right.
So we're trying to do Camp Grandpa now, and so
Oh, nice.
they're right on the way. They live in Louisville, so it's like
okay.
7-hour drive there, and then it's 6-hour drive after that to Chicago.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So we're gonna
13.
get her a cheap. I found Southwest has a direct flight in the morning on Friday.
Oh,
so,
nice. Nice.
So
nice.
we'll send her to Camp Grandpa for a few days so that we can
Yes.
enjoy some
Yeah.
alone time and some.
We're actually gonna go with our children.
Us.
Yeah,
We're going with our children. Our youngest one is like, "Am I coming?" I'm like, "Mm-mm."
It's slowly been
Really?
dwindling because
I
2023 we brought all 3 boys. Last year
Yeah.
we just brought the youngest.
And
this
he
year-
and he was so bummed
No,
because the
none.
older brothers didn't go, right? They
Yeah.
couldn't go. Like they had exams, they had finals. And so we're like, okay, we're not gonna take him. Like he was just lonely.
he was just playing on his iPad in
And
the
yet
hotel room.
this year he's like, I'm going to Chicago, right? I think it's like something he wants to tell his friends. I'm going to Chicago, right? And I'm like, no.
No.
He's like, I'm not. I'm like, no, sorry.
We'll bring you to Bricks. and
Dang.
We'll bring you to Bricks and the Six. Yeah.
Yeah, she used to get really bored at Lego conventions, especially when she was younger. And so that's why we try to not have her come. But the last few Atlanta Brick Cons, she's become really, really great. Like
active.
she did a lot of the setup on New Atlanta. She built
Wow.
the cube, and then she
Did
was
she
up
get her
there-
own jersey?
Yeah,
Did
she
she
has
get
her
her
own
own
jersey.
shirt?
She was up there
Oh, nice.
installing sidewalks. She did the same thing for
Dang.
the year before at ABC. She installed sidewalks. She put out
Amazing.
she had to put out at least 100 minifigs and spent hours
Wow.
doing that because you have to put out many. You can't be at
Yeah.
empty cities. So
Yeah.
she's into doing that kind of setup stuff. So it's not bad. But I know like the whole week of Brick World, like at least like Wednesday through Friday, she'd be bored. So I figured
Yeah.
I can get you a cheap flight
For sure.
direct from Louisville to Chicago on Southwest. Why don't you just come for the weekend? That's when all the
Has she
fun stuff
flown
happens.
by herself before?
She has not, but
Mhm.
I think she'll be. It's direct flight, and they can. If you're under 18, I think an adult can escort you. I was reading.
Yes.
They can get a gate
Yes.
pass that my dad can just kind of like
Go all the way up to there.
go all the way out to the gate, get her on the plane, and then I can get one to pick her up in Chicago. So
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
it'll
Does
be
she have-
hour and a half by herself. And
Yes. But that's also a good adventure for her, right? Like that
Yeah.
experience.
Does she have her own Lego name yet? What does it say on the back of her shirt?
It says Teal Wheels.
Teal wheel.
Teal wheel.
I love it.
That's her favorite color
cute.
or her favorite Lego color?
Yes. So
I like teal.
Teal wheels.
I don't like pink at all, but I don't know if I told the story of the pink wheels, which I used to have.
No.
Hold on a second.
No, yeah.
I had this over here.
I
'cause
feel
think
like your husband
Grace
should
has
have color wheels now. Like you're like the Wheels family.
Oh my
but
god.
Okay, so in my 20s, my husband and I used to love doing autocross and track days. We loved amateur motorsports.
Okay.
And I had an STI and Subaru's racing color, like
Subaru.
Jaguar and like British racing green. So like Britain is always green. Like every country has its own racing color, and Japan's is like bright pink.
Oh,
They call it cherry blossom red. So Subaru decided to make their performance colors pink. So the STI badge on my STI was pink. And my husband's like, wouldn't it be funny if I took your wheels? Because I had a separate set of track wheels that had stickier tires on them, and I spray painted them pink to match so that guys would get upset that they're getting beat by a girl, and not only a girl, but a girl with pink wheels. So that's where the pink wheels came from. So everyone
like
just
it.
knew me as the
Yeah.
girl with the pink wheels. Here's from City Sport
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
wow.
back in the day
Wow.
when I was a baby. This
Yeah.
is
What magazine's this?
the defunct Subi Sport.
Subi Sport.
You got onto the magazine.
I love
What year
it.
was this? This is a magazine.
Bottom.
What It doesn't have a date on it. Hold on a second.
Doesn't it have like bottom left?
August 2020, August 2006.
Wow.
That was
Dang.
19 years ago.
yesterday. Oh my god, 19 years ago. How is it 19 years ago?
Yeah, we used to do autocross and track days about 20 to 30 weekends a year.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, before Lego, there was
Lego.
that.
That was your
I know.
There was that obsession,
Racer.
passion, right? Where do you put your energy and your time into?
So yeah, we so that's was always my handle was Pinkwheels because of that. So never changed. But we still do track days. We joined a track that's like a smaller track that you can join. I couldn't drive with temporary implants because they weren't even surgical. Like they're called tissue expanders.
Yeah.
They're meant so that they can help keep my skin healthy and help stretch it a little bit so that I'd have good skin for recovery. And my plastic surgeon's like, "You're gonna do what?" And she's like, "Is there gonna be a harness across your chest?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like,
No.
"Yeah, no, absolutely not. If one of those suckers pops, because they're not meant for activity like that."
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been able to drive for over a year and a half.
Wow.
But we still have
Crazy.
Subarus.
So are you a big speed champion?
I know.
I didn't even know about this racing
Suddenly,
background.
a whole new like light onto paradise.
Not so much.
No, how do I say this? Like the problem is that, and I've been saying this for a while, Lego makes Speed Champ cars that are like supercars. If they made a UCS Miata, I'd be all over it. Like they don't make like the Fast and Furious cars. I think the reason they sell so good is because people regular people who save up their money can have a fun car like that. And I had an S2000 for the longest time, and I'm all about the pink one. But like, I'm never gonna buy a Ferrari. Like, I do have the Porsche, the 911 Creator one, but I don't. That's the only one I think I bought. Like, I'm not gonna buy a Ferrari. I'm not gonna buy a Porsche. And like, I can't afford to drive one of those. You know, at speed. It's because I have track insurance, so that if I crash, they'll cover my car. And it's very expensive to have unless you have a cheap car like I do. But I've seen people go out and wreck. The last wreck I saw was a guy in like a brand new like Lexus. It was like a coupe, a Lexus coupe. It must have been an $80,000 car, and totaled it.
Yeah. What do you think about the Formula One, like those sets that Lego just put this year?
So I'm going to be a complete party pooper, and
no party pooper.
I was a huge F1 fan for probably since the like 2008-ish.
Okay.
I started getting really into it. My issue is with the FIA and Liberty Media. I think it's Liberty who owns it. Do you know the whole Red Bull drama?
No.
So the
Red
guy,
Bull drama.
Yeah. So Christian Horner, who's like the team principal for Red Bull, he's kind of like the manager, so to speak, like the head coach, like on a regular like a sports team, he'd be like the head coach. So he's married to Ginger Spice. He is also a slime ball who was having an affair with his assistant. And then she, I guess, wanted to stop it or stop not having a relationship, and he kept harassing her. And there's texts, and they were sexual, and it was a sexual affair. And if it was the United States, he would have been let go and for cause. But the FIA and Red Bull swept it under and said she was a hostile employee or something, and no one's talking about it. And it's just, that's, if they want to have women fans,
Yeah.
They can't do that. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
that's scuzzy stuff that was okay like in the 80s. That's not okay.
Yeah.
So that really pissed me off.
For sure.
I just don't want to. Again, I used to pay for an F1 subscription, and I really wanted to go to an F1 race. But when you start looking, and then on the flip side, you start looking at how much races cost to attend.
Yeah.
It's become astronomical.
Really?
Over the last 10 years.
Wow.
If you look at people that went to the F1 race, I want to say, was it last year? Like it was like $500 just to go watch the practice sessions, and then the practice sessions got canceled because they had the manhole covers coming up, and people weren't getting refunds. They're like, too bad, and it's just
What?
that's not how you make like no, it's just to me, and so that's it. Really,
is there a major F1 race in your area?
No. So. On the flip side, we get a lot of good races that come to Road Atlanta. So we get Petit Le Mans, or as they would say here in local vernacular, Petit Le Mans. So it's a historic race that they've been doing. It's like it's a 10-hour endurance race.
I've heard of Le Mans.
It's called Petit Le Mans. So small, petite.
Le Mans.
Yes.
Petit Le Mans.
So much French in your area. So much French. Like French. I feel like Duluth, you're a dog.
I guess there was a lot of French immigrants.
I don't know. And then Le Mans is like.
Well, no, they're calling it little Le Mans.
Oh, okay.
Petit Le Mans.
Yeah.
So there's a lot, and then there's a historic race that happens called the Midi. So there's a lot of good, and they're actually they're sports car racing. They're not open wheel racing, although they have the open wheel. They're not really open wheel prototypes, but I don't know. It's just because Liberty Media took over the FIA from the good old Bernie Ecclestone days, took over F1. And that's just when it got so big and it got more fun and they got it on Netflix, but it's come to me with a little bit of, they're making it too expensive for everyday fans to go to a race. And then the whole Christian Horner is a slime ball thing. And so it kind of really turned me off of the last year and a half. And I'm not gonna give them my $10 a month for my anymore. So I really haven't collected them. We have the McLaren, the McLaren Technic one, but we haven't got
the orange one.
Yes,
right.
Because I was a big Daniel Ricciardo fan, but I think he's past his prime.
Nice.
I was like, was it like Speed Champs the first wave or two? They had like some, I guess, common cars. I know they had a Ford Raptor.
When it was still 6-inch wide.
When it's still 6-inch wide. Didn't they have a Mini Cooper too?
They had a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, I don't know why they had a off-roader too. I want to say it was a Subaru. It's that blue and white one.
That was a Ford. Oh God, what was it? Ford SVT Focus, the Rally Focus.
Oh yeah, the Rally Focus, Rally car. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why like I noticed that too. It's like all supercars. Like, well, that's my
it's all supercars, and it's like. Well, I do have my favorite one. Where'd it go? This one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Because you know what why this car is famous.
You changed the front.
Yeah.
No. Or is it? It's not like.
Oh, it's, okay.
I think it's just not like
it's
a
not,
line.
It's not like it's not lined up. It's like a little bit. It's a bit like a bit.
It's supposed to have it's supposed to special lights. Yeah. So Michelle Mouton, she was a rally car driver in the 80s.
Okay.
She would drive for Audi, and she came in second in the World Rally Championship. She's like one of the most well-known female drivers, and she is nuts. Like you can find videos of her driving, and she is just she is nuts. And it was an all-female team for a long time. Her co-driver was a female as well. And they didn't put a female driver in this car. And I wrote Lego and I said,
"Oh, geez,
you had a great opportunity to put a female driver." And I think I put, there's a female in there now. from Michelle Mouton. And they're like, oh, well, I think they don't want to, like, they're doing it for the F1 cars. Like, I want a Lewis Hamilton.
Mine
I
was a
have
female driver.
Oh.
Is this the driver? She has a yellow.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
I think mine came
Did
with a
Lego
female
respond
driver.
back to you?
Nick just has it in the back.
It was right behind me.
Yeah, I don't have. Actually, I have a dude in here. I don't know. I think they just said like they couldn't do it to,
Because
you know, they couldn't do a Michelle Mouton fig because of like
the jersey is Team Audi.
yeah. They couldn't do
Unless
it
I
because
put it female.
But what are the
I don't
chances?
know why I would make this one. I didn't know that story, so I don't
Yeah.
know why.
yeah, and this was her car that she came in second. She was very close to winning the World Rally Championship. So Michelle Mouton, there's a tons of hilarious videos of her. Like now her job, she goes around before rallies and drives the course and tells people to get to safer positions. And I'm just like, now I want to go to a rally and put myself in an unsafe position so I get to
she
meet
can talk to her.
Michelle Mouton.
Yeah.
Nice.
Funny.
Well, speaking of favorites, before we go on to our next segment, what is your 2024 softie set of the year 2024 that you've built or even that you didn't get but you really like?
You can have your top 3.
If you can't narrow it down.
Oh, was this? I lost my set. Hold on 1 second. And I haven't built it. Here it is. Because we're on the topic of my other favorite race car driver. I bought this and I haven't built it.
Oh yeah. I saw that at Costco.
Yeah, Senna. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I got that one and the piece by piece Pharrell set.
Pharrell.
Those are my 2 sets. I think my 24 sets of the year.
Oh, nice.
I love Senna.
Anything in 2025 that you're looking forward to?
I was looking forward to Bluey, but if Aubrey's still around, she's gonna make fun of me. I don't like the figs. Like they should have done overmolded figs.
Yeah.
Like they did for like Watto and all this, and it would have looked good, but they gave it the Animal Crossing, which works for Animal Crossing, but it does not work for Bluey.
Yeah.
So I was really looking forward to Bluey, but
like you think the body should have been molded
like do the overmold where like they put the head and the body together so they could kind of give it that more square.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that the Sesame Street figs are kind of flat too, which they just have the head on. It's just like a blue or a red. Yeah,
it doesn't work. But I will, if the One Piece sets are
forgot
good,
about that.
I am all in. I watched a lot of anime when I was in college. I watched a little bit of One Piece, but my daughter probably about a year and a half ago started really getting into anime.
Yeah.
She doesn't like a ton of it, but like the stuff she does like, she will watch it repeatedly. And she likes the One Piece anime, but she liked the live action better, which I have to say the live action was a sleeper hit.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
they're all having a good time.
I didn't finish it.
I haven't seen it. I want to watch it. Like our middle guy is a huge fan of One Piece, has lots of figures of One Piece.
Is it as good as like the Avatar live action?
Oh, it's better than Avatar. Avatar disappointed me.
Oh, you didn't like the live action for Avatar?
It felt flat in areas.
It felt very
rushed.
I haven't seen the animated Avatar. I've only seen the live action.
Dude, you need to
so I don't have any comparison.
I've seen,
and I like the story, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I remember watching it with kids I'd babysit, but it was kind of past my time. But my daughter and I watched all of Avatar and all of Korra at least 2 or 3 times through.
Korra.
So she was all about it.
Yeah.
I started watching my first anime. Tristan was like, Dad, you gotta watch this. I don't know if Harold's seen it. It's from 1994.
It's called
Slam Dunk.
I've never watched it, but I've heard of it.
It's on Netflix. So I watched the first 2 episodes.
I know. I'm upstairs cleaning, and I hear the the TV on, and I'm like, are the kids home? Because all I hear is like anime, and they go, I was like,
I'm
"Oh,
like,
it's just
what?
Nick."
There's no English dubs? I
Yeah.
have to read?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
What-
best. That's the best way.
Yeah.
Why don't you use
Right.
Speechify?
Speaking of Speechify,
Oh, we could do that on weekly
Yeah.
recap.
hmm
Are
So,
we gonna
yeah,
go to
the-
our next
The
segment?
One Piece.
we'll try that.
All right, which
What's that?
is share your stories, share your stories, share your stories. Weekly recap.
Yeah.
So when Maria and I were at Brick World Chicago and Brick Slopes, we ate at a lot of pizza restaurants, and
We did.
we were saying like, how come Toronto doesn't have a lot of pizza, like just
but they
pizza
do.
restaurants,
But they
like,
do
like
franchise.
franchise, but not like a pizza. So
You need-
Maria went to Google best
top
top-
5, top 10. And the thing though is there's Toronto, but there's also a huge other suburb over to the west of us, Hamilton, huge Italian population that we still have to also, get through. But for now, we went to the
So we tried a couple
yes.
just
Is it
recently.
just a couple? My God, is that why my stomach?
So-
Your birthday?
The first one we tried
Yeah, I think
was
Nick's
it was called North of Brooklyn Pizzeria,
yes. And
which is
so-
it's more of like a thin slice
and New York.
New York style.
And
New York style?
It's Brooklyn.
So we got
And when we picked it up,
A
and,
cup.
and they didn't have us sit down at all, we picked it up and it just felt so
Light.
light. Like we're so used to pizzas that like you feel the heft of it,
Yeah,
especially
the
ordering
girthy pizza.
a heavy, like a large pizza, right?
so we got
Um,
what 4 pizzas.
We did. We tend to like when we try these places, we'll go for like
I know.
as variety of their menu as possible.
So for 2 mediums and 2 large, it was $117, and we're like,
Dang.
whoa.
Wow.
okay,
but we're
so
like, okay,
Canadian
we're going.
divided by
Oh, there's some Lego in the
1.5.
background.
So
So we
Yeah.
tried it.
it was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Not $100
I think
worth.
part of it already was the
It
first
wasn't
impression
100
when we went to pick it up. We're like, is the place even closed? And we picked it up like at the end of like a winter storm. We're like, why are we even out
Yeah.
driving for a pizza? It wasn't close to us, but they didn't have any sit down areas, so it's like we had to take out, right?
Yeah.
So
and I guess by the time we got home, it got cold.
so hence air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even like the impression of like us getting from their counter, we're like, what is not in this pizza?
I know it was so light,
What did we buy that was just air? But it was not too bad.
but it wasn't $117 worth.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're going
Dang.
to
So
Yeah.
then we tried another place called the Descendants.
Descendant, and this one everybody's going crazy about. It's more
It's Detroit style pizza.
more east of Toronto.
Okay.
And it was quite good. We took the boys there over for
Oof.
their March break and ordered 4 different types again: 2 larges, 2 smalls.
Maria's was the best one.
I
This
do.
this one was the
Anything
best one.
mushroomy, I like.
We got 2 large, 2 medium.
So I mean, in this one, of
I
course,
got
we
mine
had to
with
sit
like
down.
the deluxe.
What are those
ricotta
called? Ricotta
deluxe?
cheese.
Ricotta cheese.
Yeah.
I think Hayden just got a pepperoni and Mason got like a.
Oh, the basic.
They're happy.
Supreme.
This guy's happy,
Bacon,
and then a friend of ours.
But this one was even more. It was $142 for all of this.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, what? But it was worth it. It tasted a lot better. This one was a lot.
And we had
better.
leftovers. I
We had
didn't do the
leftovers.
leftovers.
It looks delicious.
Looks
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
This one was good. I like Maria's the most. The one that she got.
The
I'll be right
mushroom-
back. I left my water upstairs and my mouth's getting
Oh.
really dry. I'll be right
Oh
back.
yeah.
Dang,
But-
$100 for pizza.
$142.
I mean, then divided by 1.5, how much would that be? Is that still a lot? Like, I mean, when you go for a deep dish pizza, it's a lot. And the problem is we don't just buy one, right?
Yeah.
we bought 4
Like we
because we wanted
buy
to try the different
four.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like we'd be spending the same amount
Yeah,
when we go
that's
for
fair,
deep dish
that's fair.
pizza.
And then
I don't even remember the third
for my
one.
That looks good,
pre-birthday,
too.
Oh, right.
for my
Oh, yeah.
pre-birthday, we
'Cause-
wanted to try a place called Oklahoma Burgers.
So not pizza,
Yeah.
burgers. Yeah.
So
It was
we get there,
strange.
and it's 4 restaurants
in one space. So it's almost like going to those resort restaurants where you walk in, they're like the sushi's there, the buffet's
Oh.
there, but not quite. So all they do is they really have all of the menus in one booklet, and they do share, and it's a nice space. Like it's a really nice space. We were just surprised that when we were looking for these Oklahoma burgers a couple of nights ago, that it just led us into a space that's shared by multiple restaurants. So Nick's birthday was, like I said, yesterday, but we tend to like celebrate our birthdays in
It was
in
my
a season.
pre-birthday.
Like it's like a birthday season that we tend to celebrate, right? As opposed to
So Meredith, we were saying that we're going to a place called Oklahoma Burgers, but we get there and we find out that it's 4 restaurants in one. There's actually four different
Like a
restaurants.
food hall.
Like, I know it's like a.
It's
food
a regular restaurant,
yeah,
but they give
it's
you
a nice space, but then
4
the
menus.
menu is all together. And I guess maybe this is how some businesses do it. Like they probably share a space, and or maybe the same owner owns the same business, but like their menus are so huge ranges. Like one is a burger place, one is an Indian place, one is like
so
a
Maria's
breakfast
like,
place.
I'm not getting a burger anymore. I'm gonna get Indian food.
And this is always like my mistake, okay? Because I should have gone with a burger, but I got distracted. By, oh, mango lassi. Oh, what is this chicken butter chicken in naan?
So this is what I got.
But
I got
their burgers were
truffle,
really good.
I got the truffle burger.
I wanted to get the truffle.
Oh, the truffle burger, dude.
I got this, like I said, butter chicken.
You got like
thing.
she ordered butter chicken and it came like in a pita
in
of
a
naan.
naan.
And she's like, what? What's
I was expecting like, you know, the rice sauce. And
she thought that
everything.
she can like dip it.
And the whole
everything.
time Nick and the boys were having burgers, I was just like, you know, what's that word?
Hayden got like
Regrets.
a regular cheeseburger.
Basic.
Mason got like I think it was called the BM burger.
Which is yeah.
What's the BM?
But I think BM stands for bone marrow. It was like bone marrow sauce.
Oh.
Yeah,
And it was like
I
spicy.
was hoping it wasn't anything else.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
exactly. I'm like, this is not a good acronym for anything.
But
But yeah, it was interesting. And then his birthday yesterday, we just the two of us went for brunch at this place called Mo's Breakfast Place.
Mo's Family Restaurant.
And so we just got like regular platters, but they actually have a breakfast challenge where I don't know, it's called the breakfast challenge.
I'll
And
try
if
to
you
pull it up.
can finish it in, was it 90 minutes? Then you get the entirety for free. But it's a bit of it's like a bit of a buffet for the entire family that you eat on your own.
So I've tried the lunch one.
The lunch challenge, and he lost.
I didn't
and
make
this was
it.
before pandemic when we were
Here, I'm gonna share a screen.
why we do this to ourselves, I don't know. But
So
it's a nice place.
So the lunch challenge, here, it's
The lunch
$60
Heartburn.
if you
45 minutes
45
or less, and
minutes.
it's free.
It's a 3-patty burger, with
all those, and then a large poutine, and
Plus
a liter
the
of
1
pop.
liter.
So the large poutine was the thing that
Oh.
killed me. I was able to finish the burger,
Quarter
but I
gallon.
couldn't finish the poutine. It was just too. Their
It's
fries,
the cheese.
their
It's
fries
dense.
were too
Fat.
too thick.
Yeah, too thick.
Thing and a liter of pop.
Yeah, I was gonna say
liter
throw a
of
liter
pop.
of soda in there. Jeez.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Um,
and then the breakfast one is somewhere
Oh,
there,
the
but the
heartburn.
breakfast one is even massive. Like it's.
That's it.
So at first, Nick's like, I think I'm gonna go for the challenge. I'm like, let's not, please. I have to
Yeah.
go to work. I don't want to resuscitate you sometime this
can you see
morning.
this? The breakfast.
You have to.
Oh, it still says lunch.
My
Uh,
husband loves
I think
stupid
it's there.
challenges like that when he was younger.
Yeah.
And there was a Mexican place that had a burrito that was like this big. It was huge. And they called it El Gigante.
El Gigante. Oh my
We-
gosh.
He finished it and they gave him a t-shirt that says I conquered El Gigante. But
Yeah.
sadly, the t-shirt no longer survives. We don't know where it is.
Oh, he's outlived and outlasted. Here, the ultimate challenge.
So they also have a breakfast challenge for $70, and it's 3
Dang.
slices of toast, 3 eggs, 3 pancakes,
doable, right?
3 slices of French
Doable.
toast, 3 sausages, 3 pieces of bacon, 3 pieces of ham.
I don't know about that.
3
ham,
orders
though.
of hash brown,
Yeah, the 3 orders of hash brown seems a lot,
and
That's
you
a
get
lot.
90
I love
minutes.
that.
right?
You get more
But you
time.
get coffee.
Yes,
You get
coffee
coffee
or
for-
So
juice,
I ordered the Oakville breakfast platter,
which is much more sensible.
and I was like full after, and I even
had
gave
to
some
help
to
him.
Maria. And it's only 2 I think the
Yeah.
pancakes was a thing that made me full, and this one is 3
Oh,
pancakes. where
definitely.
This was just. This
and
is
they're
2
huge pancakes. Like,
Yeah, they're big pancakes.
oh,
You
I
still
know
have
it's
the pancakes
Chicago.
last.
What was that breakfast place in Chicago we went to?
it's just down the road. I can't.
It's really close to the hotel, but they have these like pancake cakes.
Yep.
They're like dessert cakes,
Yep.
but they're pancakes.
What?
You ordered one?
Yep. I can't remember.
I
what
think
it
I
was
went to
called.
that place. It's like on the other side
Right.
of the highway, right?
It is. Yes.
Yes,
Did you guys get a room at the Resi?
this year.
Oh yeah, we totally missed
We
out.
did. We missed
We're
out
like
on
we
that.
missed the party
Yeah, I had to get one, and then I had to get an extra one because Brian and my daughter Natalie snore like the snore fest. They refuse to sleep in the same room, so we got a second room.
Oh, that's funny.
But there's this place. I can't remember the name of it. I have to find it on my Instagram. But we end up going for breakfast there almost every single day when we're there.
Oh,
It's like a little
Dang.
hole in the wall.
you tried different
Oh no,
things
it's a
each
different.
time.
Yeah, no. She tried a different breakfast place.
Oh,
It's
a
like
different
hole in a
one.
wall.
I
Yeah.
see.
It's a hole in the wall. It's next to like an Ace Hardware in a little like strip plaza a mile and a half away.
Oh, what was it called?
We have to try it.
Chappies. It's called
Chappies.
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 And
Write
they
that
have
down.
these little corgis
Write that down.
stickers, like these little corgi stickers
Oh,
everywhere.
cute.
And everything's kind of like Hispanic fusion. So I get they have tres leche pancakes.
Oh my god, I love tres leches. Oh my gosh.
But
Okay,
they
what's
have
it called?
Chappies.
Chappies, Chappies. And they'd make me a latte, and they'd make little bunny face in the latte for me.
Oh, nice.
That's so cute.
That's like in Japan.
Chappie's breakfast place.
Yeah,
The one
they
that we went to
they
is
had a lot of
Wild
breakfast
Berries.
burritos too.
Wild Berries was the
Wait,
Wild
burrito?
berries, that's it. Yep.
Wild berries. Yep. I actually have to redo our hotel because we're flying this year. After many times of driving, we're like, maybe just to get, because I have to work on Monday. And last year was a bit of a harried experience where we left Chicago so early, literally like 2 a.m. in the morning, just so I can log in at work at like noon or 1 or something. We made it in time, but we were just exhausted. We're getting too old for this sometimes.
Yeah.
And but for the hotel, I didn't know if I could get Monday off or not. I still can't. So we're just flying up until Sunday. We're flying back home Sunday, but our hotel is booked till Monday. So I just got to call them and make small adjustments to our stay there.
Oh, because we're gonna fly out on Sunday.
Yes, we're flying out on
instead.
Sunday. So it's a little bit better in some cases. And we just lucked out that we were able to find some good prices, but we're still checking out Salt Lake City we still haven't booked anything. Nothing's open, right? For the hotel for that one?
It's not yet.
Yeah.
When
So
I
you're
check,
going
when
back
I checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Brick Slopes again.
Yeah.
Are you going to Brick Slopes, Colorado?
No.
That one's too
April.
soon, right?
Yeah, it's April.
Yeah, I didn't get time for that one.
Oh, so you didn't. So you said we didn't finish it. You said you're going to Brickworld Chicago.
And and then Bricks and Essex.
Oh, okay,
nice.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
We'll go to.
That's
Yeah.
all we're
I've got
doing.
slopes in Colorado.
Oh, you're going to Brick Slopes for
In
sure now?
Colorado?
Yeah. Or no,
You're going-
Utah.
Oh, you're going to
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Colorado this year, but again, that's like in a
Yeah.
few weeks, and it's like
Yeah.
I really don't want to walk all the way around.
Yeah. Like it would have been. Yeah.
It's still
cool to
recovered.
do
You'll be
a
recovered by
inaugural.
November for sure.
Yeah, I mean, by summer I'll be fine, but it's just
Yeah.
like right now it's like getting up and I walk like an old woman. So
Oh.
because like my core muscles still are pretty weak, so like I always get up a little
Yeah.
hunched over, and I feel like I'm an 80-year-old woman.
Mm.
You got to do all of these. You have to go to physio for this, I guess. Physio or just like know all your stretches and
No?
Just stretch. They'll give you
Yeah.
PT videos
Oh,
instead of doing
yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Good old fashioned US of A healthcare.
Well,
system.
when you come
I
here, we're gonna
know.
take you to poutine places, and we'll make an itinerary of it.
Harold, how's your
Oh,
week?
poutine. Actually, it's been pretty good. Just like adjusting to my new job.
Mhm.
Are you no
it-
longer in the service? Were you in the Navy?
I'm still in
Yes.
the Navy.
So-
Yeah.
oh, but you got a new position?
He's
Yeah,
in
new-
DC.
I'm in
Washington
DC
DC
now.
now.
That's why his
Yeah.
background's different.
Yeah.
He's
I was
staying at a
gonna
friend's.
say there's no like big mechas and stuff.
Yeah.
Gundams.
So yeah, I'm in the middle of a move. So my family and I are moving to our new place in May. So
Okay.
it's been kind of like busy with that. It's kind of crazy because yesterday we got an email saying that the apartment that we reserved got canceled,
Oh,
Oh.
and I was like, "What?" But
like before
um,
your move.
yeah, so Christina was able to like work her magic, and
Okay.
Good job.
we just settled down to a down, not really a downgrade, but I lost my loft. So
Oh.
yeah,
That's where you're gonna put all your Lego before.
yeah. So it'll be another challenge, but we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's for a few weeks only.
Yeah, I started running.
What?
Ooh,
Who are you?
In the
Are you
cold?
Shutterbrooks?
You're running in the
Husband?
cold or on treadmill?
No, I hate running in the cold.
Yeah, treadmill.
No, so we ran on Tuesday, and me and my friend were like, let's just run
Oh my god,
2
Your
days in a
friend's
week.
getting you to
Start
run.
off.
you guys are gonna do the Washington D.C.
Yeah, we're
marathon
motivating
that I've
each
always
other.
wanted to do.
Yeah.
When is that? May?
Which one?
The marine race.
That's in November,
Oh,
October-ish. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
want to
good weather-
do
good weather.
before I leave. But yeah,
Okay.
I ran 2 miles and I was dying.
2 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I think after it was on like half a mile, and I was just very like,
But this is
about
on the
to-
treadmill.
no, this is actually outside.
Oh yeah, outside is.
Oh, it's nice outside now.
It was nice
He was
on
dying.
Tuesday.
Is
but-
it flat? It's pretty flat there.
Yeah,
don't-
there's like a little incline, and then
In Washington, it's pretty flat.
I went through like this bike pass, and there was like bikes just like zooming in and out. I was like, oh my
Oh.
gosh, I'm in the
I'm
city.
getting-
Yeah. But no, I mean,
that's
it's
cool.
fun.
Your friend is an experienced runner.
Yes. So he tried getting me to do like this virtual marathon in Okinawa.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So,
guys would run in Japan too.
Mhm.
Virtual.
virtual.
Oh,
So it's like you just run on your own type thing. Yeah. But like he hasn't ran in a while either, so we're just like getting back to it. But
yeah.
yeah, he did way better than I did.
Soon.
Yeah.
I know I signed up for a 10K race in June, and I'm trying to get myself to that mileage.
Mhm.
I used to do
Yeah.
marathons once upon a time, and it's just so easy to fall off like a training level, right? And it's
Yeah.
a lot of it is really brain. It's really your mindset. And I know I can do
But it's
it.
also your body.
And yeah, it's also the body.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's older, and like the hips hurt, and you're like, really? And so like I've just been trying to run on the treadmills, but I don't know about you guys, but like this time change that we had, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
messed
Like
me
You're
up.
still not recovered?
so tired, like
Yeah.
so unbelievably tired. Like, and I'm usually like high energy, like pep, and I have been off caffeine for some time, but I'm like, what if I've actually finally let go of any ounce of caffeine my body ever had, and this is what it feels to be human? I have no idea, but I'm just so tired. Like I sleep
Yeah.
actually like 7 hours and like get waken up by my alarm, which I usually wake up before. But
Yeah.
so I'm still like this weekend I'm gonna try to get into it, because like a lot of my friends from work signed up for this race too, and a lot of them are so gung-ho, and I just want to be able to
Peer
keep
pressure.
up.
Yeah, no.
Keep up. And they know me as this runner, so I'm like, maybe I'll have an injury before, but you know.
How about you, Meredith? How's your week?
I went back to work, had the termite infestation, worked from the couch today just because I'm an old lady and I have to be at 110-degree angle to keep my body happy.
Yeah.
But it was pretty quiet.
What's the weather like there?
It was gorgeous this week, and then it got really cold yesterday. And I know
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with this
It's
weather.
dipped back for us too.
Does it
Yeah.
snow in Atlanta?
We got a little mini storm.
Sprinkle.
Hmm.
When was it? It was like January.
January.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the problem is that it was really cold the whole week. And by really cold, I mean it barely got above freezing. So it was only
Okay.
like in the 30s Fahrenheit or like
Yeah.
just above 0 Celsius for like
Yeah.
the whole week. And the problem is the ground was frozen.
Yeah.
And what happens is it snows, then it slightly melts.
Yeah.
And then at night it turns into an ice sheet
Ice.
because we don't have
Oh.
salt trucks and we don't have snow plows.
Right.
Yes.
And so
Oh my
there's nothing
God.
you can do because it just, and then it will,
Stay
the next
indoors.
day, it warms up and it melts and then it freezes again.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Mm.
it's just when the ground freezes down here, it's just, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And we
Right.
lost power for about a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we have horrible
From the cold?
from the wind and the ice.
Oh.
So the tree branches, because Atlanta has tons and tons of trees.
Yes.
We're a tree city. And my neighborhood's really old. They did it in like the 50s. And so we don't have buried power lines. And so, we lost power, and we only run off. Our house is all electric because, at the end of the day, my husband built this house. He's like, we're gonna put solar panels on it and a big battery, and it will run itself. So we don't have gas heat, we don't have gas dryer, we don't have gas water heater. So we ended up having to run out before the storm came because I'm like, it's one thing when we lose power in the summer.
Yeah.
But it is something if
crazy.
we don't have heat. So we have a good old Harbor Freight
wow.
generator now. And my husband is an electrical engineer, they said. So he wired it up the house so that he just has to flip the switch, go outside, and just start the generator, and the whole house runs off the generator, which is nice. But we lost it for a whole day, but it was fine because we had the generator. But people were, it was like in Texas when it got frozen that 2 weeks, but it wasn't as long for us. It melted after about 3 days. So we had that storm, but we had really bad thunderstorms. Was it last week?
Yeah, it was really rainy here too.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
it was like tornadoes, and it was
Last
so
weekend.
windy.
Yeah.
But we're just having the crazy. We're on the cusp of what they call the pollen apocalypse down here. Do you guys get pollen apocalypse?
Spell the first word.
Pollen apocalypse.
Pollen,
Oh,
like
allergies.
Apocalypse, yeah.
That's funny.
Yes.
Just like pollen like all over the place.
Yeah, it covers
Oh.
everything in here. When it happens in March, things are just covered in yellow dust. The parking lots are
It's
covered
not
in
that
Yeah.
obvious.
Are you guys allergic to pollen?
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
It's not that obvious here, but yeah, for sure. Like spring.
Yeah, ours
like,
is
I
terrible.
never seen like a yellow haze here, but I feel
You come out after a
Yes.
whole day, and your car is just covered in like you can
Really?
write
Yellow
like,
dust.
eye on it. Like that's how much.
Wow.
that's not like the little
Particulate.
yellow flowers that come down. That's a different one. That's just seeds.
You're thinking about the like the
Dan-
weeds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dandelions?
Yeah.
Dandelion?
these are all tree pollen, so it's like it's the flowering trees. Like
Flowering.
we have a lot of dogwoods, which are beautiful trees,
Yes,
and they
yes,
make beautiful flowers.
Yes.
But they make a ton of pollen. So like
Yeah.
them and the oak and everything
Yeah.
else, they're just all flowering at the same time.
Right.
And it's just in Atlanta for some reason, in a lot of the southeast, it just all the trees flower at the exact same like 3-week period in
God.
March,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's pollen apocalypse.
wow.
Yeah, Virginia's like that too. It's like I remember the first time I came back, I was like, "What's all this yellow dust on my car?" And it just started
I've never seen that.
sneezing.
Yeah, it's not quite dust for us. I feel like we would have like the flowering pieces come down,
Yeah.
but they're more like chunks of actual flower stuff
Yeah.
versus pollen that's like you're making it
Or
sound
we
like
see
it's
like the
dust.
helicopter things.
Yes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
when I grew up in upstate New York, and we never had pollen like this either. It's just something weird with the southeast.
the fauna down there.
That's why your
Flora
accent,
fauna.
you don't have like that Georgia accent. You have like a New York, not New York, but like
Well, my
Buffalo accent.
my friends in New York would say I have a southern accent now.
Oh, you do?
There's a
funny.
twang a little bit there.
A twang. I don't know. I like the word y'all. I think y'all is a great
Y'all.
word. You know why?
Oh.
Because it's not gender specific.
Mm.
It is. Leave it to the South to now have the most friendly, gender, all-inclusive and non-inclusive way to
Pronoun.
say everyone.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Instead of like you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all.
What's
Yeah.
swell? That's swell.
Y'all.
I actually this week I did something that I haven't done before ever. I bought myself a book.
What?
Ooh.
Who are you?
Nick has
I know.
never. Nick buys me books, but never for him.
It's my
books.
first book that I
this
bought.
What is
the-
this?
this
It's the
is
Hunger Games.
The prequel to Hunger Games.
Oh.
The story of Haymitch. If you guys knew Hunger Games, so Haymitch was the coach for.
Was
Uh,
that
Okay.
Woody
Woody
Harrelson?
Harrelson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson.
Yes. Yes.
So I saw it at Costco. It just released. I'm like, oh,
the
I
heck?
can. This is something I could
I told
scan.
him just get these
I can
groceries,
scan
and
onto
he comes home with
Speechify.
a book. I'm like, huh?
Books.
You get this
Who
from the
is this?
library.
Do you know
But
Speechify, Meredith?
Oh my gosh.
he's into
Yeah.
Speechify.
So I got it. So it's an app where you can scan books
Or
and,
any text.
and then it reads it to you.
And so for the longest
But
time,
it
I
reads
also
it.
like
It can read it to you like in Gwyneth Paltrow's voice or Snoop
Snoop.
Dogg or Mr. Beast.
and
But
also
I found this
hundreds of
British
other
accent that's
narrators.
really good. But
I
I
don't
started-
know either.
I was
Bird.
scanning all the Harry Potter, all of Maria's Harry Potter books.
So there
And
are
so-
enough books in it that's actually free that comes with the app. So he's read like all these classics like Peter Pan, The Art of War. I'm like, who are you? Like, I'm the one who reads these things. He's like reading Tom Sawyer. No,
Yeah, Huckleberry.
Huckleberry Finn. I'm like, he's like,
But it's
an-
very inappropriate.
It's very of that time, right?
Yeah,
like
of
a lot
that
of these books are
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
time and of that vernacular and of that language. But he's reading all these classics, and I'm like, huh? But then, of course, here he's like,
I scanned the Twilight
Scanning,
book and I
yeah.
was reading Twilight.
Who are you?
But it's cool because it reads it to you like an audiobook, but it also has the text that's kind of
Yes.
scanning through. So it's like
Yeah.
you're reading it, but you're also hearing it. But
'Cause
I've
I
never
mean-
really done audiobooks before.
Yeah, because I feel
Oh.
like sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that's typically my husband does a lot of audiobooks,
Yeah.
but when we have to like do long drives, we'll put an audiobook on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, usually long drives will have like a
A
podcast.
podcast, but
on.
maybe we'll have an audiobook. Oh my God, because Nick reads. No. But I usually also will put an audiobook like when I'm doing chores or even when I'm running. But nothing still beats like reading with your eyes and that eye-brain connection, right? Because you're just so more focused
Yeah.
versus
Your
I feel
mind
like
doesn't wander.
for audiobooks, especially because I'm multitasking with it, like a light audiobook is enough that I can follow the story enough and do what I'm doing. And then when I actually go and read the text of that book, I realize I'm actually missing quite a number of details. So I'm trying to read a Fourth Wing. I don't know if you've heard of this fantasy
Oh, that's
series.
the one that Jeremy was talking
Yeah,
about.
Jeremy was talking about it a few weeks ago, and I have a number of friends who absolutely love it at work. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a go. It's another one of those big, chunky series, big fantasy. Easy
Aragon.
read enough, right? So easy to listen, but sometimes I feel like, I'll have like a couple of, some time to actually just read. So I'm here like reading the first chapters again, and I'm like, oh, I did not remember this in my first listen. And I'm like, what am I actually listening to? But I feel like I'm engaged enough when
Yeah.
I'm listening to the audiobook. But I almost sound like a prude and I go, oh my God, I don't remember this racy part in like chapter 2. And then at first I felt like the book that I uploaded was like, is this like a different version of what the book
What
was?
did I
Our
order?
weird
Did
version.
they insert some naughty parts in it for I don't know what? But yeah, no, it was. And I guess, your brain can only take so much stimulus, right? Like I'm here like
Yeah.
running and then like listening to it. But yeah. So
I've been you guys know sorry, you guys know the show Supergirl, right? I guess it was like on this
Oh, wait, yeah.
before.
Yeah, and
So-
my daughter watched it, a lot of it.
yeah.
So it's leaving
My daughter.
Netflix, Canadian Netflix on March 29th. And when I looked, I only finished season 1 and there's 6 seasons. So I'm like, oh no, I want to finish it before it leaves. And so
I'm not getting in his way.
I've been binge watching it. And right now I'm on season 3, but I was calculating. I was like, I have to watch 8 episodes a day in order to like finish it.
That's like 8-hour days.
But so I've been watching it now. And I'm like, oh, there's like a lot of cool cameos in here. Like, did you know that Dean Cain,
Oh.
he's Supergirl's father? So
Oh.
Dean Cain was from Lois and Clark.
Yes.
And
I
then
remember it.
Terry
I know.
Hatcher's also
Terry
in the
Hatcher,
show.
yeah.
Oh yes.
And everyone
then-
wanted the Terry Hatcher blunt
Yes.
bob cut
yes.
in the 90s.
Yes.
From Lois and Clark. Helen Slater she's Supergirl from the movies.
Yes.
She's she's Supergirl's mom.
Yeah.
And so like there's like a lot of Erica Durance, who plays Lois in Smallville.
That's right. Oh wow.
She's in there too. She's
Okay.
like Supergirl's
I like this. All these
space mom,
I
like
see.
mom from Alien Mom.
That's funny.
Linda Carter's in it,
Linda Carter.
and she plays Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So like there's all these
Cameos.
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 Potential
which is
actors.
cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, trying to
Yeah.
finish that.
She went through a binge where she watched that. I don't think we watched all 6 seasons. I only think we watched like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then she ended up watching the entire Flash.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
That's
goes
a good
way
one.
too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they took the guy who played Superman from Supergirl and they made their own Superman show out of it. And we only
Yes.
watched the first season of that.
I think they only had 1 season or something like that. They stopped it after that.
Oh.
But something cool about all those series, they they have the Crisis on
Oh,
something Earth, where they like
Sure.
mesh all the shows together, and it's like part 1 would be on like Flash, Part 2 would
Oh,
be on
yeah.
Supergirl. Part 3 would be, I
I
don't know,
think it's
Legends
like
of
Red Arrow.
Tomorrow.
There,
Oh, yeah,
Green Arrow, who's
Green
like
Arrow.
their Hawkeye equivalent or something, like
Yeah.
Hawkeye
Yeah.
cross with Batman. My husband and my daughter watched that show together. I was like, it's a little weird for me. So
Yeah.
But Harold, you're a DC guy, but you didn't really get into those, did you?
I didn't really get into those. I remember watching the Green Arrow and the Flash for Crisis of Two Earths, but I always forget about the Supergirl TV show. Yeah.
It's good in terms of like when you start getting into aliens and like other planets, whereas like the other ones are more Earthlings that got powers, like how like Spider-Man would have gotten powers or whatever. Like
Okay.
just like a nuclear thing that happened, and all of a sudden they got meta powers. Whereas
Yeah.
Supergirl is fighting people who are like aliens, like
Yeah.
who came down from like different planets and stuff
yeah.
like that. So
Galaxies. We watched Interstellar again
oh yeah, we rewatched that.
Wait, what?
because
I was like, I
last
don't remember any of this
weekend
movie.
we had Cool
Han Luke,
Han Luke.
and he mentioned
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Huge fan of the director, and I mean, I feel like I watched Interstellar a number of times, different kids, myself, and I feel like that this is how many times we watched it, and I feel like I'm watching, I'm like, like there's
You
always
just
like
watched it recently, and we forgot
Recently.
about it. I think it's our age now. We're starting to forget things.
or just like things. It can be like your time of your life that you're just like translating something in a different way, right? Like I understood
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I first saw
Uh-huh.
it. Thank you, and then it's now just like going, so it's kind of cool. Lotion you.
I started. I watched Solo Leveling. I think either I don't know. Meredith, do you know Solo Leveling?
no, hold on one second. My
Okay.
charger didn't plug in.
Oh no.
It's like the anime right now, right? So,
Yeah, it is.
the anime.
Oh,
Like everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tristan's watching it.
and what is it about?
So basically, it's like the world, like there's an inner dimension that like ripped open, and it's set in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a Korea manga. I forgot what they call it, but basically, like it starts off kind of weird. It's like ants, kind of like came in. Yeah, ants. I don't know. They're fighting ants at first, and then all of a sudden these portals will pop up.
Like giant ants?
Yeah, giant ants.
Okay.
Like Ant-Man, but
That part is weird. But portals will open up, and then you can like go in there, and then there's like a set group of like people around the world, like a small population that they become hunters, and they have like different classes. So from E all the way to S rank, which is the highest. And it's kind of like a fantasy, like Dungeons and Dragons. They'll go to a dungeon, clear it out. They get like these crystals that they could sell later on, to get gear and whatnot. But I don't know. It's a lot different because the main character, he starts off like small, but then grows off big, like any other anime.
yeah.
But I think it's just like the story and the timeline besides the ants. The ants come until the later part of the story, which they just now incorporated.
I guess I have to watch this for myself.
Is it on
Like,
any stream? Is it on any streaming service?
Crunchyroll?
Oh, we don't have.
Like, there's like some parts I kind of wish they like expanded it more, because he goes into like the demon world.
Right.
That was kind of interesting, but like I said, right now it's kind of weird because they're fighting ants, but at the same time, it's kind of like I want to see the main character just go all out.
How many seasons are there?
2. Right now there's 25 episodes. I don't know if tomorrow's the season finale or next season or next week.
Per season or altogether?
13 episodes per season.
Okay. Because Slam Dunk is like 101 episodes. I'm like, that's crazy.
I know. When you said that, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't watch sports anime or manga, but I remember seeing the books. Tokyo Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's long ones. God, how long is Inuyasha? I mean, I remember
my
watching
gosh.
that in college, and it was like it went on for years. I stopped
Yeah.
watching it, and that has to be over 200 episodes.
Wow.
Bleach, yeah, that
They're
has to be over.
redoing that one.
Are there multiple seasons or just one season that's a
Multiple
huge?
seasons.
Multi-season,
And
but
multi-season.
it like went on for so many seasons. But
Yeah.
I actually watched a new anime that was on Netflix, which is a Dungeons and Dragon homage
Oh.
called Frieren.
Free
Called
end?
what?
Oh
Free End.
yeah.
It's
Frieren.
really good.
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
good.
good.
Spell it. I have to always see words in my head.
FRE.
Riene, Frieren.
Friene.
Hmm.
I think there's two E's in it. Don't ask me. I'm
Yeah.
the world's worst speller, but the whole premise is she's an elf that lives a long time, and like before the series starts, she had gone on an epic journey with like 3 other people in her party and defeated this demon king, and everyone's like, what are you gonna do now? And she's like, I don't know, I'm gonna go wander around, learn some new magic, because she lives for like, it took them 10 years to do this, and they're all humans, and then they all are starting to die, and she's like, you know what, I don't think I knew my party people, and so she retraces the steps, and she takes like a mage on and stuff like that. It's that whole like a party is going on a journey kind of thing, but like almost done backwards because she's remembering events and interacting with people from before. It's really good.
Ah.
And I also think the main character, the elf, I think they intended for her to be almost like neurodivergent. Like she didn't pick up on people's emotions very well, and she learns how to do that better. But I kind of like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
And then she blows stuff up at the end too, which is fun.
Always good.
Nice. Are we ready to go into our next segment? Which is
It's time for show and tell.
all right. Let me set this up.
You already show and tell.
What?
No, that's not really a show and
You
tell.
already did
I was
show and
just-
tell?
No,
Look at his book.
she was saying that this is show and tell.
Is
Oh,
it? You
okay.
showed and told.
No.
Like done.
Show and tell. What do you got, Maria?
Okay, so I went to London, England a few weeks ago, and I didn't get to show my stash of tea. And this is only just a portion now of the things that I got
Tea?
of tea. So England, of course,
Yeah, what's
London is known for all their teas, and I had to go to the very famous Fortnum and Mason store. So they had a couple of locations.
Earl Grey.
One was on Piccadilly.
Did you get it
and-
because it says Mason? Mason's our second
Yes,
born.
Mason's our second boy.
Oh,
But yeah, they
he's gonna comment on
have a
this.
store here in Toronto that actually sells Fortnum and Mason. They are still pricey here, but I thought I'd go see the actual store where they have it. They also have like high tea in that store, and it's like multi-level, and it's so busy. It's very touristy. I didn't even go to the multi-levels, but they also had like an ice cream area there, a dessert area there, but like lots of teas and lots of different, I guess.
What's that?
This one was, so they always had like a
It's
sale
like a
area.
circus tent.
And so when my friend first went there, she just went and like, I don't know, bought bags and bags of regular tea. And I'm like, did you see the sale area? So this is from Christmas.
This looks
And
like
this was like
your
60%
pens
off.
or ink.
Are you thinking of Ferris wheel
Yeah,
press?
looks
I
like
guess
Ferris wheel
so,
press.
with like with the design and stuff. But this one's a loose green tea. I haven't opened it yet, and this one is just sachet bags, and they have both loose tea, this, and everything is just really pricey. I have tasted this before. It is tasty, and they used to be the Queen's preferred tea place. And I don't know if you guys heard.
Christine says, Harold, I told you tea was a big deal.
Tea was a big deal. And
Like,
I
what's
don't know,
the
like
tea?
I always want. I always like to drink hot water. I'm always drinking hot water. So when we travel into any hotel, sometimes I don't trust that there's a kettle in hotels.
She brings her own
or
kettle.
I bring my own kettle. Like I travel with a kettle. And actually a friend of mine told me that she found a thermos that actually plugs in. So the thermos gets hot. And then
Yeah.
right. So I think and it's even more portable. But
Yeah.
in London, every hotel room has a tea kettle.
Wow.
Because they love
Or
tea, right?
Yeah.
They're all about tea. So another tea place I went to is Twinings.
Twinings.
20.
And of course, we have this in North
Twinings,
America.
hashtag twinning.
I mean, I didn't want to go crazy shopping
Toucan
because
Sam.
yeah, this is a special edition tin that we had. And when you buy the special edition, you can buy, I think you can fill it up with 5 different sachets, and they had like a whole wall of like all different kinds of teas. And this is just a sample of what I have gotten.
Are you gonna collect teas now?
No.
Okay.
Like they have like salted caramel. They
Look
have
concerned.
regular like lavender Earl Grey. They have English breakfast. So I mean, basics.
What's an English breakfast?
Vanilla
I know.
tea. That was
Blood
a basic.
sausage.
Vanilla tea, and then a red bush. I don't know,
Fish and
caffeine free.
chips.
But this is like 5 of all the weird.
Rubbish?
Well, not weird. The collections that I
Red
had.
bush.
Most of the things that I got, I gave to my mom.
Mm.
But yeah,
Are you gonna
I do-
open those or just gonna save
No,
them?
I like tea, but it's actually bad because I only traveled with carry-on, so I actually did run out of space. And my friend who lives
no.
there, he is coming here for Easter
What's
because his
what are
parents are here.
these?
These are just like more tin
Pudding.
cans, but for
I
travel.
think you just like collecting the
I
tin
did. I
cans.
do like tins. Anyways,
For like pills.
so
and
I actually had to give my friend a bag of things that I bought from London, and they're mainly also tea from
Stickers.
Fortnum and Mason, so he can mule them over to me. But I might.
they're gonna
give
think he's
more.
smuggling tea.
I
He is
know.
smuggling tea. So we have the Boston Tea Party
Mhm.
story with England and the
Canadian.
US. But yeah, like lots of tea. So that's my show and
Nice.
tell.
Yeah. My
Meredith.
brother-in-law got me hooked on Tea Forte.
Oh yes, they're so pretty.
I've heard of that.
They're
Tea Forte.
good.
They're like a triangle.
Yeah, but they
Ashtray.
sell. I get their loose leaf because it's cheaper that way.
Yes, no, for sure.
They
Which
would
flavor
have-
do you like?
I like their lavender. There's a whole bunch. They have
I
the
like their
ginger
peach.
peach.
Yes, I love that one. That's so yummy.
Mint. I just like the plain like mint. It's so good when your stomach's upset.
Yes, mint is
Yeah.
always
So
yeah.
I don't really have much to show. I mean, we are doing a big cleanup of because like we were mocking so much and it was just a disaster. So my husband's doing it. So we have a lot of fun things. I found all of my Scala or
Oh.
Bellevue.
Oh,
Oh my god.
These are your original?
No, they're just ones we found.
Okay.
You had the baby?
Oh, nice.
No, I do not have creepy baby. I just
Who's creepy?
I have
baby?
creepy dad
creepy.
Oh my god.
and a mom that is wearing capris, I guess.
Oh, just like
It's so
your
weird that these Barbie.
Barbie.
figures
And a dog
look
with no
like these Lego.
eyes.
I remember
Oh.
Bricklink, I was like, is this like
Can I see
Real
the horse
Lego?
again?
I have more of these around somewhere because we used to sort for a guy and we found all the weird stuff.
Oh wow.
Could
I
the
would probably do the same thing
could
too.
the dolls fit on the horse?
Yeah, that's what
The
they're meant
scale?
for. Hold on a second. I think
They just ride.
I have one that has like the head's missing, but yeah, see,
Ah,
he has like the riding outfit on.
Aubrey has a lot of creepy babies.
Yeah, Aubrey has all the creepy babies.
Oh,
Oh,
they
Oh,
do just
fit,
mount.
so that the legs can
Oh.
spread apart. like
Oh.
that.
Yeah. What a
They
weird
have good
stuff
hip
to have.
flexors.
yeah, that's so weird.
Usually these molds are
Yeah.
stiffer.
Then I have the bag of Space Baby CMFs that I
Whoa, how
promised.
many is there?
There's
Oh
6.
gosh.
Well, I bought them for Simon Lou because he couldn't find any up there, and I was supposed to bring them last year to Brick World, and we couldn't find them.
Mm.
And we found them cleaning up. Anything else? No, that's about it. I just got a bunch of random ugliness. But I can show something out. And then I got this at ABC.
Oh, that's
so-
cool.
Yeah, so this guy,
Oh.
the guy's name is Steve, but he goes by Fever or Stever on Instagram. I also
Okay.
he hand makes the leather patches, so he made the
They're leather patches?
Yeah. it's
How
not-
is it attached?
cool.
Velcro?
He glued this one there for me
Oh.
because he was letting
Okay.
people, if you wanted to buy one, to pick out which color hat, and I wanted the coral hat.
Yeah.
But he does all like a bunch of other kind of like Lego logos. He has a Paradiso one. I have the Paradiso one.
Oh,
But
nice.
he uses a better glue for that. This was just because he knew Simon Lou was going to be there and he wanted one, and he had like 4 or 5 different color hats. I think Simon got a black one, but I wanted coral.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does it
it's
glow in the
really
dark?
pretty.
I mean, glow under red light or
Yeah.
green or black light, red
That's
light,
very, very cool.
So
just like Lego.
Nice. What do you got, Harold?
So we're talking about this before stream. You know how like Lego just bought the Pokemon license.
Yes.
I was
2026.
like Nick. I was like, I need to buy these now before they go away.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, Mega
bought the
Construct.
Gyarados. This is I think the third release of Gyarados.
How many Gyarados do you have now? Because I know you have a Gyarados, don't you?
No, this is my first one.
I
Jared
thought-
and Andrea have a Gyarados. I
Okay.
remember when they built theirs, they're complaining. They're like, Mega Constructs is making me bleed.
Wow. Yeah.
There are some
you
sharp
said-
points. Like if you look at it, I'm pretty sure that's like I don't know if before this would be plastic. Now they're playing with like these are rubber, like
Oh.
flexible. Due to
So do you think the Lego Pokemon, like the evolutions, are gonna be brick built like that?
I
think they
mean-
will be.
yeah, but this is like unique parts. Like this is like set for this.
Mm-hmm.
What else is like set for this? I mean, this is all printed too, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next year.
That's cool.
I did get back into building models, so I bought this.
Ooh.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Gundam, Atsuki. So this is from the new.
Where'd you buy
um,
that?
Yeah.
I
Do you
found
have
a
DC
hobby
stores?
shop near me. Yeah,
Also dangerous for your eyes.
it is dangerous. But
You
this
seem
is
to find these hobby shops.
I found this and I was like, this isn't even released yet.
Oh gosh.
It releases at the end of the month, but I was like, oh, I got the first one. Nah, just kidding. She said like this was a hot item, so she had about like 12.
Oh,
There was like 2 left, so got lucky there.
yes.
And as we were sitting here, I was like making that night set that I got. So it's kind of cool. Like I'm into this like dungeon thing, or not dungeon thing. It's weird. Fantasy thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
cool.
you start off with like a little mannequin, so armor,
Yeah.
and you can like class up to like a knight. This one in
It comes
particular.
with all
doesn't-
the. It comes with all the weapons and armor.
Yeah, so I'm building the paladin right now.
Hmm.
That's
Once I get
cool.
my space like set up, I'm gonna start painting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
You're not gonna paint at your friend's place?
no, I didn't bring my spray booth here.
You'll be like coming in with a gas mask.
I know. Like, shh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
I have
seriously,
s- oh.
no.
He has a
Still on you.
few small items.
All right, so I built a few sets this week.
Do you have space for all of them, or are you just gonna like demolish them after?
Oh wow, you guys have Bricker Builds ones?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I have like the Pokemon
Yeah.
here, which I don't think Lego's gonna have Pokemon this big.
No.
And then
No,
some Mario.
definitely not.
Some Mario.
How much
Oh,
did you spend on Charmander again?
We don't know anymore.
So I built this,
yeah, this is fun. I like this.
Peter Pan and
I love the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
never
it's, like,
see Big Ben in blue.
So dynamic, right? Like I just like that. It's an action set.
Maria actually helped
Oh.
me. She posed the figures.
No
I did.
way.
I
She posed the
I have
figures.
these like regrets where I'm like, oh, you built this, and he's like, you're never gonna build this. You have no time, and I'm like, oh, you already opened it.
And Maria's stick fig, this is her hair, her stick fig hair, but
Oh,
not in black, in blue.
what is that for? Like a
I think they're supposed
fountain?
to be trees.
oh trees. Oh, they're
Yeah,
like
just
the low
everything's very dark because it's supposed to be
Yes.
nighttime, and
Yes.
that's why I like the colors in this, just because.
I don't
It's in the
I
nighttime.
don't know what the giant dog is supposed to represent.
Nana.
Statue?
Nana.
Is it? But how come it's giant compared
Well,
to
I
like,
guess you can
the-
see them. I guess it
It's
just
minifig.
it's.
This is, I guess, the Tower Bridge.
Is that why you read Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie?
No.
Because you're
Why-
building
what?
Peter Pan the Lego. Are you all like?
So, because last week I showed these two sets, the micro.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish building the micro sets, and so I built the Steamboat Willie,
Oh,
which is cool too. So this spins and like the top like pops up and down.
I forgot I had that set.
So it's cool that they have a bit of Technic in there,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
with the gears, with this micro set.
Where are you
Which if-
putting Beauty and
There's-
the Beast Castle?
And that spot that I showed,
You got the
beside
Beauty and the Beast castle?
it comes out
Soon.
April 1st.
Sorry. And my face.
I'm planning on putting the castle, if it fits, here.
If it fits.
'Cause I think
We
it's
are
not
at the realm of
the
if.
depth. I don't think the depth is too wide. I think it might be able to fit. If not, I'll figure out somewhere else to put it. And then after that, I went on Animal Crossing. We were talking about Animal Crossing before the stream. I went on an Animal Crossing
binge.
binge.
Oh, nice.
And so,
I don't think I had this one.
Um,
This is the new one, right?
no, it's old.
I do have this one.
All the sets I had. So I built a bunch of Animal Crossing.
Oh my gosh.
And so all of them are old. The roofs are cool. They have like different way they did the
Yeah.
roofs. It's like with tiles.
Yeah, I like
Um,
those funky tiles.
But I like the heads.
See,
how
this
the heads
looks
are molded.
to me, Animal Crossing totally is
Chima.
human-sized beings with heads that are animals, so it works.
Mhm, mhm.
And
Yeah.
I just feel like Bluey characters are very boxy, or I mean, well, at least Bluey and her family are boxy, but then like you have the other dogs that are a little bit longer, and I feel like it doesn't capture it when they do it like that. So I don't know.
No,
I'm
you're
a
right.
party
Yeah.
pooper.
I like how they did the
I
apple
agree.
trees.
Yeah.
Later on, you'll see like a cherry tree, and then it's dollhouse style. But in the instructions, they give you like different ways to arrange the furniture. So
Mhm.
I
Oh,
just
just like
arranged
in a
it
game.
this
I was
way.
gonna say, have you played the game? Because that's what you can do in the game.
I've never played the game, but I just wanted to get it because I wanted all the minifigures. But
The
that's
figures are
interesting.
adorable.
Yeah.
The next one is like I
Cops
don't
and
know.
robbers.
Is this like City Hall?
Yeah, so you get a town hall, and then every Sunday, is it Sunday or Saturday? KK comes and
That's
has a
KK, right?
concert. Yep.
Okay. Did I arrange it properly? Is the concert in front of the City
Yep.
Hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little plaza there,
It's
and
canon. I
yeah.
made it canon.
Then again, I never played a game either, Nick, so don't worry.
What is this question mark? What's
So
in the
that's
box?
like a recycling lost and found box. Sometimes you can find good stuff in there.
So you
And
always
then
want to open it in the game to see what you can.
Yeah,
Does that
usually it's
open
just
up?
junk. And then that's the ATM to get to your money, to your
ATM.
bells.
Did you buy some of the Animal Crossing sets, Meredith?
I did for my daughter. She
Okay.
has them.
Nice. I know that Harold buys the Japanese and the English versions.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I like the box. It's like unique. And I was like, maybe I'll just buy the sets too.
So I have to say that my daughter learned how to read with Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
cool.
Because we were in lockdown and I bought her
Yeah.
a Switch because she was bored out of her mind, and Animal Crossing had come out and it seemed like a good game for she was 8 then. And her teacher was like,
Cool.
no, play Animal, because they all speak the animal talk, so you have to read what they're telling you.
Right.
And
I
so
love
it
it.
forced her to do a lot of reading, and Animal Crossing is my child's literacy program.
That's awesome.
What is this symbol? Because we also see
No,
it
it's
on
just
the
like
flag.
it's the bells.
Which one?
So
I see.
Tom Nook runs the island. I mean, I think Tom Nook is a slumlord. That's just my,
This
kind of like
this is Tom Nook here.
that's Tom Nook. And so his 2 nephews run the little store, and everything's paid
The
for by
front.
bells. And that's a
Oh.
symbol for bells. The little
I thought this was like an apple that it was like bitten.
Nah, it's like a leaf with something bit at, but that's a symbol for bells.
An apple.
This because it has like the apple top here.
Yeah.
But it's
Looks
like a
like a
heart.
leaf.
It's a leaf with a cutout.
We have a leaf tree, an orange tree, cherry tree.
Yep.
So
yeah, your island only has one type of fruit, and if you want to get
Mm.
all the other fruits, you either have to go travel to other
Trade.
islands or go to
Oh.
somebody else's island over the Nintendo, whatever they call it, and trade that way.
What kind of store is this? Because they have a guitar here.
So
And-
it's kind of like a random, like they'll have like 4 or
It's a
5
pawn
random
shop.
elements a day.
Uh,
So yeah,
did you
kind
say
of
it's a pawn shop?
Yeah, it's a pawn
no,
shop.
it's like just a random general store, and they have like they'll have like 3 or 4 different furniture items, as I said, and then you can go into like there's a little cabinet that they have different flower seeds in there randomly, and they'll have wrapping paper because in Japan it's very appropriate for you to give nicely wrapped presents to people. So when you give presents to your friends on the island, you're supposed to wrap them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad I have my Animal Crossing sets for show and tell when Meredith is on. We can get the whole
Yeah.
backstory.
No, you get the whole lore.
It was a
My daughter and
appropriate-
I spent
appropriately.
hours playing it because she'd be like, "I ran out of money, Mom. Go farm for me." So I'd have to go farm.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, so
That's
you could
funny.
farm the fruit to get money. You could also farm. Initially, it was just pumpkins, but then they expanded it to more different types of. When they did the big release, the secondary game update, there was wheat, tomatoes, potatoes, and sugarcane and carrots. But before it was just all about pumpkins. So you had to constantly water the pumpkins, and then you also had to fish to get money. And she hated the fishing, so I'd make her money, and then I'd hand it back to her.
I have a question. How come on the names we have like 3 names? Isabel, Marie, Canella,
They're not all 3 minifigures
and
in
then
there?
Bunny, Clara, and Coney.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Isabel, and that's Fauna, and that's Rosie, and or excuse me, Mitzi.
So
Is it Mitzi?
Who's
No.
Marie then?
I think that might be in Spanish or French, what they call them.
Oh yeah, they had different names for them, huh?
So it's the first name is the English one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then-
That's Julian, the unicorn. We used to have him on our island for a while.
So here's the next one. This one is Rosie.
Yes, we had Rose. I think we used
Rosie's
to have
house.
Rosie around. Yeah.
So it's nice. They have the whole Mario or not, yeah, Mario
Yeah.
the plates,
Tile.
Yep.
the
Or
tiles in here. But it's built better. It's not just like how Mario's like a track that
Yep.
just keeps going. This is like it's they built it better. I think I like the way they did it here.
Did you buy the second wave?
No, not yet. Just these 5.
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah, I
gotten
haven't bought
any.
mine yet either. I think I completed the first wave.
And then this one is with Bunny.
Yep.
And
we
it's,
have that
it's-
one.
I like how they have the whole terrain.
Yep.
We have like the tent here. It's cool.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
that's the one where like a lot of
cute.
people are having parts drafts with right now.
Did
The
I
what?
Did I forget
Parts
something
draft?
here?
Oh.
Ooh.
There's a
I don't-
tree.
wait.
Did I forget to put something here? Is there some?
No,
something
so
cool?
you're supposed to use the jumping stick. So in the game, you have to jump over some of the rivers before you can afford to build
Oh,
bridges. So I
can
think
put
there's
it
like
jumping.
there's like a pole vault that you can jump over. So I think that's for the
Oh,
pole vault
okay, okay.
section.
And then the last one
Julian.
is
I like this one.
Julian's
I like
Bricksmith,
the whole lanterns behind it.
which he has the pink Bucket Nation tree. So it's nice. I'm probably just gonna keep the minifigures though, part out the pieces
Some of them
because
are
they
so
have some
cute.
nice pieces in
Yeah.
here.
I'm
And some
really
good colors.
I'm really disappointed because they did not make, and hopefully they will in the future. I know they did Celeste the owl, which she's a very popular character.
Yes, they
Like
have that
some
color.
of the characters that like were so popular. They did Marshall, which is the pissed
Oh,
off
yeah.
Mhm.
squirrel, and we have him. He's adorable. But there's this cat. God, I can't even remember his name now. He has 2 different color eyes, and he's always wearing a
Oh.
business suit. And you go in his house, and it's like an office, and he's like a snooty, officey cat. Oh, it was so exciting! I can't remember. He was my favorite character, and I can't remember his name.
It's okay.
You'll come up. You'll think
Yeah.
of it.
No,
Yeah, what
we
the
do it in the middle of the
owl
night.
Yeah, the owl set looks cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Celeste. She's so cute.
Has your daughter built all of these sets already?
Does she have first and second wave?
She only has a few of them, to be honest. She doesn't even play Animal Crossing anymore. She's kind of like, they released it so long after the game
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
She is all into the Wednesday set. She loves
Oh.
the Wednesday set. She
Oh.
hasn't gotten the doll one because the doll's creepy.
That's
But
some of that you
she's
got.
But it's actually nice. Like, I'm surprised.
yeah, it looks
The ones that
cute.
look like Brett's.
Yes, they look like Brad.
Yeah, the little Bratz dolls.
Are we ready to go into our last segment?
Yeah.
Which is
It's time for news you can use.
the brick fan. Let me set this up. I didn't fix this thing.
Up, up, up.
Okay, and here we go.
Yeah, I'm having to look up. I'm on the Animal Crossing wiki so I can figure out what the cat's name is.
Yeah, it's bothering you.
All right, news that you can use thanks to Alan the Brick
All
Fan.
these things on sale, which you don't need from
Oh, what's
AliExpress.
this?
Hmm,
Oh, it's like Optimus, but
not.
Raymond.
all right.
Milk
So
AliExpress.
USCS Venator.
Oh,
the
who's that?
Venator is on sale. What?
No.
The UCS Venator is $535. You
which
save
saves
114,
you-
18% off on Amazon.
Oh,
Japan? Or just
Yeah, I had a
Amazon?
friend that bought the Orner. I can never
Oh,
say
yes.
it.
Me
Orthocopter?
too. From Dune?
Yeah, but
Yes.
they bought
Yeah.
it off of Amazon Japan because it was such crazy price and it
Yes.
still was cheaper to
They
ship
got
it.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
altogether.
Oh,
But it
and-
was the correct one. It's like the real thing. It's not, they're not being
They didn't get scammed.
No.
swindled. Oh, awesome.
Nope.
I still don't have that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Lego Ideas second
one.
2024
Oh,
review stage
Oh,
winners are announced.
That's cute.
So we're gonna be getting Snoopy and Woodstock. So these projects include the Floating Otter
I like the otter. It's cute.
by His
That's
Bricks
cute.
His Brick Material and Snoopy Campfire
Campfire.
by Bloss
what are
of
those little
Doss.
pebbles? Are they like a new element, or there's actually some that's really like
This?
No,
pebbly?
they're just
No, they're like regular
Oh, okay.
um
It's probably smaller than what I'm
canister
thinking.
tops.
I see.
Oh, the
yeah,
otter.
the otter is cute.
Yeah, that's cute. Meh.
It's waving to you. Nice little nose.
So we don't know if it's gonna look exactly like these or if they're gonna change it a
Change it
bit.
up.
Mm,
But
that's cool.
there's also a couple projects that made it into the new parking lot feature, which means like
Parking lot feature?
it's waiting.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
it might
Oh.
come, it might not. So we have
Futurama?
Tintin Space Rocket
Tintin.
by
I
T-Cal
thought it said Futurama.
86.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, yes.
And we also get Downton Abbey
What?
I'm all about the
High
Downton
tier
Abbey. That'd be
I
cool.
can't believe that's so
by
see this.
Bro 3.
Whoa.
That's too big. They're not
That is
gonna
so
make it.
huge. I mean, maybe it's
It's
like that they made
micro.
Taj Mahal like a bit smaller.
I mean,
think?
they can make
But
it
look at
just
all these
like
mini-
dollhouse style and just make it that looks kind of thin. Like it
Yes,
only looks
yes.
like 8 studs
Dude.
back. So
Yes.
I was
There's quite
counting.
a lot of
15 minifigures.
minifigures if this comes
they
to
had a
life.
lot of servants.
They did. The chauffeur that married to the family. Did this whole show finish? How come I can't even remember the ending now?
They had a movie, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they did
movies.
two. They had two.
Mhm.
I didn't watch the second one.
Yeah.
I was only in it for Maggie Smith.
Oh yes.
The late Maggie
Yeah,
Smith.
who's in there?
So what didn't
Hey.
make it that we wanted?
Appa.
Oh, Appa,
Yeah.
In a
The-
bloody house again.
Iron Giant. Where's Lover? There's no Lover House in this wave.
No.
There's always like a Lover House usually.
There's supposed to
I
be
didn't,
like a
I didn't
Taylor
watch
Swift
this video. Oh, it's this
uh,
guy.
painting, right?
Wasn't he at Brick Slopes?
Maybe.
I think he's a designer for Lego.
Yeah, I thought because I know there are a couple Lego guys that were at Brick Slopes. I thought he. I
Is
thought-
Stuart Stuart Harris, the Lego House guy, and then I can't remember we follow each other on Instagram, so I can't remember his name though. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Lego Harry Potter talking sorting hat
Deal.
deal. I don't know if I'm gonna. I still didn't get this. I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
get it. The poo hat.
Yeah.
The poo hat. I
Yeah.
can't see past the poo hat.
And
Talking
you get the exclusive
Glow.
poo hat for minifigure.
poop hat Harry.
I know. I wouldn't know where to put it. Like, no one's.
You don't want to put it in your
Bathroom?
library?
I
The
feel
poo
like
hat?
my
the
The
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom.
It could be on the floor.
But $80 now.
You can put it beside the dog, the litter
Wait,
box.
what?
So Lego seasonal Easter bunny surprise revealed.
Cute.
Looks like a cake.
What is it, like a something holder? Is this open that
Mm,
you can put things in?
I mean, maybe, but
Because why is the bunny in this shape, like a shape of
Yeah.
a container?
Maybe it's supposed to look like an egg. I don't know.
a good one. Easter.
Oh, here's it opens up.
For more bunnies.
And it's,
Yeah.
look at the squirrel. Yep.
Yeah,
Cute.
squirrel. Eating water.
Lemon?
Which one? The flower petals?
Yeah, the flower petals. I don't recognize it.
It's a newer element. I think botanical set, like the botanical garden. Didn't they
Yeah.
have like a lot of new molds? Because they have that tulip mold now, and then they have that mold.
Yeah. Oh, it's a full flower, I guess. Like it opens up like that. Like it has a bottom. Oh, and some stickers. Stickers.
Of
Stickers. It's
course.
coming out April 1st.
I don't think it has a date.
Um,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna.
It says
It's
no
the April
information.
block.
It'll probably come out around April. I mean,
because
Easter.
Easter is soon.
Can we
Pokemon.
expect? What can we
Like,
expect from
we
Pokemon in
can-
2026?
Brickheads.
Probably Brickheads. So it says Pokemon license has been under Mattel, which is under Mega Construct umbrella since the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So they finally switched. Obvious thing is minifigure scale. You think we'll get collectible minifigures?
Yeah.
I don't think collectible minifigures.
You think they'll be like large, like the what's it called?
Big
The brick
Figs.
I think
Like
Oh.
like brickheads. What's
Like
it called?
Stitch?
Stitch, like the size
Yeah.
of Stitch.
Buildable. Yeah, I think they're gonna be
Buildable
buildable
figures.
figs.
Yeah,
yeah.
like Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they do the Stitch route, that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
It says here, speaking of brick built Pokemon, Lego could also do larger scales, like similar to RTD2, BB8, Dio for the 18 plus.
Yeah.
We can get Charizard, Snorlax, Rayquaza,
Oh, you're getting
Gyarados. Oh, Harold's getting excited.
I only know one of those.
You know Snorlax.
Which one? Charizard?
Yes,
Sure.
You
that's
don't know
it.
You don't know Snorlax?
He's purple.
No, he's blue.
Oh, blue.
He's the big teddy
Oh yeah,
bear.
yeah.
I watched a little bit of it with Natalie, my daughter. She never got into it. So.
Lego Botanicals Petite Sunny Bouquet reveal.
This is kind of cute.
What do we think about this?
Bluebells.
I hit my head trying to figuring out what the heck that the blue, like little bluebell mold is.
Bluebells. Yeah.
It's
Is it new?
It's not new. It's what's his face? I think it's from the space sets they did for Z-Blob.
What?
Oh.
I think it's a
Oh,
Z-Blob head.
Oh.
that's a Z blob. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you're right.
Interesting.
I like this
Huh.
logo.
It
It's
makes
cute.
very
Yeah, I mean,
pretty.
I'm always for more parts, so there's
Yeah.
some interesting and newer parts
Some
in there.
clamshells.
The oars again for like the kind of
Yeah, it's hard to get these
Yeah,
oars
daisies.
straight.
Yeah, even when we're moving our vase
always
around.
gets crooked.
Yeah.
But it looks like we have the
Nice.
tree flowers in that pale yellow instead of they only came in bright yellow before.
Oh.
Yes, these guys.
Well, the clamshell ones look like Sarlacc. Sarlacc.
So I like
pit.
so I like it. Or from the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Or you can have it like as like a bouquet, like a
It was like
Ground
Like
the
a pile of Lego.
flowers.
pile of flowers.
No, but they had like that. What's it called? Overfall, like that fall, like a harvest
yeah, the heart
on your
yeah.
mantle.
Yes, that was we use that for Thanksgiving at my house.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
a nice one
nice.
too. Is this a new mold? This flower
Mm,
I
one?
think that's a new color.
like more marigold orange.
I think it's not a new mold. It's from like the Friends set. I just think they did a newer color
Mm.
for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here's your zoomed up
Huh.
Z blob.
Z-Blob, yeah. I think it's like from the Space Z-Blob sets or something.
Yeah.
But I just like, what is that mold?
I think
This
that's
one.
like
The shoulder pads.
Shoulder
the
No.
pads.
buildable Star Wars. Yeah, shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What else do we have? There's a lot of zoomed up pictures, Alan.
Oh, Home Alone.
Home Alone's
Deal.
Home Alone's
Okay.
on sale.
It's still out.
Yeah, it's been out for a long time.
It's still out.
Yeah.
Heartstopper.
Lego Ideas Heartstoppers. Be yourself.
This
This
is
is
the-
on-
from the book.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Heartstopper is a book. What's it called? A series,
Yeah.
graphic book. I haven't read it yet, but I think there's 3 already in
There's
this.
Never
like
heard
that
of this
game.
show.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've seen it on Netflix.
It's a Canadian thing.
No,
No, I think it's American.
totally American.
Pokemon.
It's like telling us again.
I think it's like a whole
Brickhead.
video.
I see.
Lego House Lego Fabulent tribute signed copy sweepstakes.
Oh,
So you can spend your insider points for a chance to win this.
how much?
I think 50 insider points,
That's a lot.
but you can do a maximum of 50 entries.
Mm,
So, but I'm not gonna gamble.
yeah.
Excluding Quebec. Wow.
Lego Ideas 90s throwbacks, the next chapter. I didn't like any of these.
What are these?
So these are what the fans can now vote on.
Okay.
You
But
guys see this?
Who's voting for? Are
I
they
haven't seen
fans from the
these.
90s?
Us. So we have Forrest Gump.
Oh.
Mm,
Oh.
That's not
I'm
bad.
not a big fan of Forrest Gump, so
they're
This is the
chocolate?
one Meredith would vote for.
It's
Wallace
real
and
chocolate.
Gromit. I don't know.
Yeah, Wallace
I
and
don't know
Gromit.
Wallace
Oh,
and Gromit.
That's a neat.
That
neat
is
one.
nice.
Yeah, the build's
Pretty
cool.
accurate.
I just don't know these guys.
Yeah.
I
You
like
don't know
the
what
mouth.
cheese?
No, I don't know them.
That's how you know the moon is made out of cheese.
Buffy
Mhm.
I know Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The build is okay.
The
You
library.
just get the library. Oh, pom poms. How did they make these pom poms?
They
It
have
was on
pom
the
poms.
CMF.
Yeah, CMFs. The
Are
zombie
these
one.
the CMF ones? Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Zombie CMF.
So Buffy, and then
Yeah.
we get the Mighty Ducks. But again, the build is just okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. It'd be cool to get Mighty Ducks torsos.
One day.
They just had a Tamagotchi.
What's
keychain.
Tamagotchi? Oh,
Mr. Bean.
that's funny.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know. What about you,
I don't
Maria?
remember.
Of these 5, what would you vote for? Mr. Bean, Mighty Ducks, Buffy,
I think
Wallace and Gromit, or
I don't
Forrest Gump?
know.
No.
What happened to wasn't there like a Fifth Element one?
I think
Yeah.
No.
this is like the next
90s.
chapter.
I feel like I'll probably go
It's
with
the
Forrest
second
Gump
one.
because it's just cool that he's in a suitcase
Yeah.
and it's like a book but suitcase and. I
How about
don't
you,
know.
Harold? You're a
I don't know.
90s kid.
I mean, I grew up with some of these, but this
Yeah.
isn't like 90s.
No.
We
I think
think
the
it's
first
not
wave-
90s, but
The first wave that they had was more
More.
90s.
Yeah. I was thinking about like, it's like this cup. It has like teal, purple, like swirlies.
Oh, the Dixie cup.
The
yeah.
with
Dixie
the-
cup.
Yeah,
That's
that, yeah,
90s.
that's 90s. Yeah, I was gonna say, give me some hypercolor and
Yeah.
what other some slap bands,
Like slap
bands.
band.
Yeah,
Gosh.
some beanie
Oh
my God.
babies.
Beanie Babies. Yeah.
Lego Ideas Vincent Van Gogh
A
is
deal,
on
so it's
sale.
on sale.
I love this
still-
set.
I know it's still my favorite of all the art that came out. Are you getting the sunflowers?
Not
I'm not-
really.
yeah, me too.
I like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just because I like the colors better. I'm
Yeah,
not a big sunflower
But I
person,
felt
but I
like it-
love this one.
I feel like it really translated well. Like this
did.
from that.
This
like,
was one of your softies,
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember.
I like this, and I like the wave too. Nick
Oh, yeah.
doesn't like the wave, but
It's okay. It's growing on
I
me.
didn't like.
I
see
love
it
the
every
wave.
morning.
What happened after Mona Lisa? Just sunflowers? So it's
Yeah,
just
Mona
sunflowers
Lisa
is
and
the
then
fourth.
sunflowers.
Okay.
Even though I never bought the wave yet.
What? You still don't have the wave yet?
No.
Oh.
Oh, so Bricklink Designer Program. These are Series 7 finalists.
Oh.
We have Privateer Frigate Fortuna by Brick Perfection,
Mm.
which
Oh,
is
nice.
giant.
I like the galley in the back.
Sailboat.
It's very nice.
We have Walt, the Little Robot by Lee Wan.
With alternate 6 faces.
This is the mad
I like the big
face.
eyes.
Oh yeah, the big eyes face.
Or the no face.
I thought Harold would be all about this one.
Mm,
It's built cool. No,
Still
we
kinda
have
Oh, this is
Sushi
nice.
Restaurant.
Yes.
By Brick
Okay,
Project.
this one is the one I wanted the last
This is what I
round.
want.
It didn't make it, so I'm very happy it made this
Oh,
round.
But yes.
Oh, I
This
like
might
how
be
they
my
have,
first Bricklink
thing.
Designer Program set.
Oh.
I've only bought in one before, and it was the Mushroom House, and I bought it for my daughter because
Oh.
she loves mushrooms.
That's fun.
Nice.
I wonder how the interior looks though.
It's
Probably
got a
cool.
complete interior. It's adorable.
Nice.
The sushi's restaurant and
I want
the Mushroom
that.
House.
The
The
Alchemist
Alchemist
shop.
shop.
We
By
have to have one
Shram.
castles. This is Bricklink
Oh.
Designer Program.
I
Yes.
know.
This is the one that will sell out quick.
Look at the element on the roof. It's like a
I
sunroof.
know.
Oh yeah. You're
Oh,
right.
but it's
Right.
also a potion.
Whoa!
Oh.
Or it
That
could
is
be like an ink bottle.
That's
ink
cool.
bottle.
Or ink bottle. You can put your ink
That's
bottle on that
cool.
thing.
For
Maybe
giants.
this I want, and this can be the library because then I can put my ink bottle there.
The antique collection.
The end. Ooh,
Terra,
that's fun.
Terama.
Teruma.
This could be a bookshelf.
It's like a cabinet of curiosities.
And look, you get some books.
Oh, I like how they.
Or if you're from
the
New Jersey, it's a cabinet of tchotchkes.
Yes, cabinet of tchotchkes.
Is there more?
Well, there's
I think that sushi thing is going to be like $350.
That's it.
it's hefty. So
hefty
those
one.
ones are all released for when? For order?
I think they're. Are they voting? They're finalists?
Read it.
The finalists.
Oh,
Crowdfunding for these sets will begin February.
February.
Oh, it's so far in the future. And
Yeah.
yet it's gonna like blink of an eye.
So the ones that get the most crowdfunded
yes,
pre-orders
will be released.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
So
I don't know about that
we will
antique
see.
one.
Maleficent
But
dress.
again, I guess the phone
Sabi's
booth
already
did
there.
that do well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, what did you say?
Did the phone
phone
booth, the red phone booth, did that do well?
I don't think we have it yet.
Sale-wise?
We haven't bought that.
Yeah.
You should have gotten that when you went to London.
Yeah.
That
No,
would've been your
that's
London bill.
that's so big for my luggage. And all of them are dirty.
Oh,
you're
that
not
was
supposed
Jordan.
to go inside.
Yeah, I recognize.
Yes. Yes.
Buffy is by
Victoria.
who currently has built Lego House
Oh,
Masterpiece Gallery.
that's cool.
Oh, dang.
I heard Buffy was coming back. Did I just hear that correct?
Is
Were
it?
you the one who told me this?
I didn't tell you that.
Where did I hear that? Okay,
Buffy's
remind
coming
me.
back.
With Michelle,
She
Sarah
might
Michelle
be,
Gellar?
yeah.
What year is
I'm not
this?
sure. But her sister died in real life. Remember Michelle Chapman?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
so
right.
sad.
Yeah.
That's
Also
sad.
from How You
Yeah.
Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Meredith, what are you up to this weekend?
My husband's gonna yell at me and tell me to stay on the couch the whole week.
Oh,
You want to be out and about. Is the weather good this weekend?
No, as I said, it got really cold yesterday and today. It's gonna be nicer. So we live on a small lake, so don't think like I live in a nice lake. We live on like a little dammed up lake that's like 80 acres.
Oh wow. That's so big.
So we have a really crappy pontoon boat we call the floating sofa that we spent $5,000 on. My husband ended up remaking it. We had to redo all the furniture, but he had to redo everything on it because it got crushed by a tree during another storm.
Oh god.
And my younger dog or my older dog Doug wasn't big on it. because we never had the boat running we didn't have a boat running for a while because the engine needed to be worked on. So we finally got everything fixed this past fall. And so now, because the weather has been so nice, we've been going, just like on quick, like 10 minutes around the lake, and the dogs love it. They go nuts because they see everyone's backyard. They see all the geese there. And now
your dog neighbors, and they're like, "Oh, I know them."
Yeah, and then so what they'll do is like they'll go. Our backyard's fenced in except for against the lake. We have a seawall, but they will go on the boat and sit on the boat and bark at us to say we want to go on the boat ride. So we'll probably go on a couple boat rides to keep the dogs happy. But my daughter
I feel like when you're in water, it's cold.
Maybe not so much, just a lake.
Yeah.
It's a lake.
Really.
It was dammed up in the 50s.
Mm.
So it's not a very deep lake. It's just fun to go,
Yeah.
Sit around on the floating sofa and see what people are doing. And then I think my daughter has a birthday party, but then they're doing next month a culture night and at her school, and she picked Poland. And now we have to make pierogies.
Pierogies! I love pierogies.
Kielbasa.
I'm not making any kielbasa. I don't make sausage.
The house is gonna smell.
Did she choose the culture because that's also your background? Like,
yes.
Okay.
My grandpa was very Polish, and then my husband's side is also Polish. And she's like, it was the only country left that was kind of cool, anyways. So she just wrote a report on Marie Curie, who, while she sounds French, she's Polish. She was born in Poland. Yeah. Okay. And now we have to make a big poster for Culture Night to show off stuff about Poland, and we have to make pierogies. So
not just Costco pierogies.
Not Costco pierogi, because she's like, because what you don't realize is like, when my dad went over to find my cousins with his dad and his uncle, so my grandpa and great uncle in 92, because they lost touch during the communism time, during communist time. Yeah. And when they found the family, they were eating pierogies, and it was like blueberries and something else.
Yes.
It's poor people food. It's like whatever you have goes in the pierogi.
Yes.
So they have sweet, they have savory, they have a mix. And she's like, we got to do both sweet and savory. And
no pressure at all, Mom. You got this.
So we got. I've made them before, because the problem is my Polish grandpa was married to my Italian grandmother, who didn't. So she taught me how to cook Italian food.
She had the tortellini. Yeah. She had the.
Yeah, she would occasionally make pierogies, and it was just like she was doing it with like disdain.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's funny.
So that's what we're up to. We're gonna figure out pierogies. Yeah. We're gonna work on the project and go to a birthday party.
Oh, very.
How about you, Harold?
It's fanciful.
What are you up to?
Tomorrow I might head up to the Lego store because they just released like new elements on the pad wall.
Oh,
yeah.
All Lego stores.
I heard there's D-Snot.
Oh, yeah.
What's D-Snot? I don't know D-Snot.
I don't think there's D-Snot in ours. Like, we have the ferns, so green and dark green.
Okay.
How many Lego stores do you have near you? How dangerous is your place?
It's dangerous. So there's literally one like 8 minutes away from where I'm at right now.
So close.
And
I
then
can't find your D-Snot bin. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's all right. It's all right.
We'll Google it up.
That's funny. And then there's one of the Tysons. That's where I'm going to. They have like masonry brick, so I'll be getting brick. So accumulating more Lego. I'll probably hit up that bricks and minifigs.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to finish this, so this will be my project for the weekend.
Okay.
You paint it?
No, I'm just gonna build it and then maybe like think of what colors I want to paint it. And then I joined this Instagram contest by Brick Labs and Yeehaw Bricks. He's in Texas. It's called the Clash of Crowns Medieval Lego Tournament.
Oh,
It's also sponsored by NoMoreBricks, which they made like custom like medieval Lego accessories.
Okay.
They're like really cool. Kind of like reminds me of Warhammer because some of the elements have magnets that you
Okay.
can just, like switch out and stuff. But it's an army building contest. So
Oh.
I went home last weekend. I got like my minifigs, so I have like my elves, and it's pretty neat. So I categorize everybody in like different classes and
Yep.
formations, and basically I submit that, and they use an AI like technology to simulate
for the
battle.
background. Oh,
Uh,
okay,
Yeah, so it's like playing chess with other
interesting.
people that make armies
Interesting.
too.
Like you send them the photo,
That's cool.
and then they
Yeah,
Do their move.
do something.
Cool.
yeah, so it's kind of cool.
What about my army?
Hey, let's go the Mushroom Warrior.
I do.
I have tons of mushroom girls.
With
I
Deadpool.
know.
I don't know. You said your daughter likes some mushrooms. There's actually a great book all about mushrooms, and it's beautifully illustrated.
Wow.
Maybe I'll find it for you, and I'll
Send me a
private
link.
message you.
Yeah.
Yes, but I borrowed that from the library over and over again. But it's again like the author. She illustrates the mushrooms. She has them all categorized like for food or if they're poisonous. Like, but it's like a huge world of like mushrooms, right? So I'll look for that
A
again.
girl likes her cutesy mushrooms. I don't get it, but
but there's so many like cute things that's come out that's mushroom, like hoodies or whatever, right? Shirts and everything designed.
Tomorrow we're going to Chuck's Roadhouse.
Yeah, we've never tried Chuck's
for my
Roadhouse.
birthday. For my
third birthday party.
Continual birthday celebration.
Yes.
But this is the one with like everyone together.
Yeah. So
okay.
Because everyone can make it.
Yes, but it's funny because like we have, I don't know if I guess Chuck's Roadhouse is there too, and we have quite a few here. We've just never tried it.
Yeah. Well, you tried it.
I tried it recently with a girlfriend. It's
Just
actually
to
really
test
nice.
it out?
Yeah. Yeah. Just easy.
Because the steaks are cheap, but we'll see how the taste is.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nick's a like
Nick's the
steak guy.
Well, the boys love the steaks now.
I know. This is it. Like I feel like when we go places, it's like we have our favorite restaurants to go to, but it's like we should add something new, but we're also loath to like veer away from our favorite ones. So it's like, how do you add something new? But
and so we saw this Chuck's Roadhouse on our way to the Keg, which was
our regular
Hayden's birthday in February.
Everybody's birthdays around this
time.
Oh, so
we'll try that for my birthday.
Yeah.
So, Meredith, before we head out, what would you like to plug? Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram. _Pinkwheels_, and that's about it. So,
Um,
everyone come to Atlanta
I was
BrickCon.
gonna say, if we want to plug, let's plug Atlanta BrickCon. It should be the first weekend in February in 2026. It's a fun time. It was big. I mean, I want to say layout wise. I mean, it was.
I think each year it's getting bigger.
Each year it's getting bigger. It's lots of fun. Nick and his wife Amanda are local AFOLs that own it, so it's not like a traveling road show. We're gonna get some local lugs to set stuff up, and that's it. This is an AFOL run event by AFOLs. So they do trivia, they do Saturday night, they do a really nice awards banquet that's catered at the site. So I can't say more great things about it. There's a yard sale, there's World of Lights, there's awards, there's parts drafts, there's vendors. So
it would be like February 7-8 of 2026.
Yes. It's always the first.
It's always just a weekend. Like there's no AFOL days.
There is, right?
Yes. Yeah. So they open for AFOLs usually noon on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
And all day Friday.
Okay.
Oh, I want to go to the aquarium there.
Yeah, we have
we went to the Coca-Cola Museum the last time.
The Coke Museum is cool.
And you have a great art gallery as well.
At the Hyde Museum of Art. And then we have Atlanta Brick Co., not to be confused with Con, which is, I think, the largest Lego reseller in North America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that house too.
It's a good hour away from the venue, because in Atlanta we say you're an hour away from Atlanta. So it's it's actually down by the airport. So like when you get in or leaving, that's the best time to go, because it's
Right.
like probably 20 minutes away from the airport. But
Right.
I mean, Chris, the owner, the people that work there are phenomenal, super friendly AFOLs. They will give you a tour of the basement of the shop, and
Yeah.
it is just
Huge.
massive amounts of
Wow.
weird Lego. I mean, they have everything. So and we have 2 Lego stores, and we have a Bricks and Minifigs. So lots and lots of Lego here.
Nice.
Dang.
Nice. Having said that, are we chopped? Are we cut up? Okay.
Okay, so thank you again so much for hanging out with us. I can't wait to see you in a few months already. And to all those who joined our chat this evening, especially to this Christine Ramos here, Aubrey, Jillian, Polax O for Zoom, Shutter Bricks again, Brick Hive, Johnny's, and Lego Team B. Until next time.
Yes, and thank you so much, Meredith, for
Yes.
hanging out with us.
having me.
Safe
Yeah.
recoveries. I
Great to
hope
see
you
you again.
continue to recover and that you're
Yes.
much stronger by the time we see you this June.
But
Back to
until
my non-old lady self.
Yes, I'm also old lady right now too, but you know.
But until next time. Merry Christmas and bye.
That's
Good
nice.
night.